Alright guys, welcome back for another edition of Night Time. Joining us tonight, the other youthful Gary. Had a haircut. Yeah.
See, he noticed.
You
No
know,
one else did.
You know who he looks like? A smaller version.
Elvis Presley.
Remember Heartbreak Ridge, was it?
Yeah.
Gunny Highway?
That's him.
Off Wish.
I rubbed it.
What?
I rubbed his head too before the show. It feels nice.
Rub your belly. You can get
He's got brill cream. He's got something brill cream or some sort of gel or something going through
No, he
it.
doesn't.
It's something about Mary.
No,
Yeah.
there's nothing in there. It's like a
There's
soft,
nothing in there.
it's like a soft bristled toothbrush.
You know what it looks like? Can I cut your hair next time?
Not a chance in hell.
What if we raise money for a charity?
It'd be $10,000. Because I've been told it's a shit of a haircut to do, and there's only 2 people that's ever cut it and said it.
Oh no, mine would look.
Yeah, I know it would.
You'd go
I'd
home.
end up like Chad.
No, you'd go home and Margot would not leave you alone. She'd be all over you like a rash.
No, I'm going to leave it, thanks.
Okay. Anyway,
Yes, I'm good, mate. I'm good.
good to see. Have a beautiful, crazy lady. How are you?
Good, thank you. How are you?
Good, thanks.
Well, what's with your friend?
Oh, my koala. It's Belinda the koala, the protected species. The referee, Belinda Sharp.
Ah,
Yeah, protected species.
but that one's a male.
How do you know?
You can tell by the ears.
Sorry, I didn't. When I went to the shop, I didn't say, "Can I get a female koala bear?"
How do you know she doesn't identify as a male?
That's
Yeah,
right.
do you pull her
Okay.
by the ears?
Say,
Do you pull her by the ears?
the koala?
No, Belinda.
No.
Well, my point was behind Belinda is last week, Tyson and Ponga tried to talk to her and she kept going, go away, go away. You can't talk to her. She's a protected species. So it's now Belinda the koala.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Anyway,
Belinda.
speaking of koalas, Chunks, how are you?
Oh, fantastic. There you go.
Koala.
Everyone else? Good? Yeah, awesome.
And Courtney?
No.
You're allowed to talk.
Maybe she's a koala.
No. Protect the species.
Sorry, I forgot this was mostly a podcast, but good. How are you?
Yeah, we're all pretty good. And join us again, part of the furniture, one of our regulars and part of the crew now. Mark, how are you, buddy?
Yeah, good. Thanks for having me.
Pleasure, mate. You're part of us now, so just try and get away. Anyway, we'll get stuck straight into it tonight and into the NRL news brought to you by our good mates at Hip Pocket Workwear.
Greg Alexander says Jacob Saifidi should be considered for a return to Origin this year. I would go Jacob Saifidi. I would have someone like Jacob in front of Terrell May, he explained.
It's a big call, but I can see some of his method of madness there. I mean, he has a little bit of mongrel in him. Like May's playing some good footy, but does he have that mongrel factor in him? Anyone?
Yeah,
Terrell?
it's not the enforcer, but he's got the form.
100%. But my way of thinking is they're going to go out to Queensland with a team that's going to come out and
No.
bash. Yeah. And if that's the case, I don't think Terrell May makes my side, unfortunately.
The Nathan Highmarsh was saying tonight on the radio that yes, he should be there, but as in the background,
Fringe
go up
play.
with them, and play with them. He said not this year, maybe next year or the next.
Or game two.
Yeah.
You know,
he said
something
he's not hardened yet for that.
I've seen a couple there today that people picking teams, and there was a few of them that left Barnett out. I said, I thought to myself, you got rocks in your head?
Yeah.
He'd be one of my first picks going up there. Him and Spencer, along with Payne Haas, they're my first 3.
No,
Oh.
imagine running into that.
The fullback spot's contentious. You got 3 going for it.
Oh, slow down there.
Yeah,
Chunks.
no.
Slow down.
To me, it's a two horse race. Pappenhausen doesn't come in the
I'm not talking
Hey,
about. I wasn't.
shush.
Didn't throw him in the mix.
Oh, yeah.
Tommy Turbo.
No, not a chance.
No.
No, for me.
It's too
Lincoln Turbo.
fragile.
Yeah,
Anyway.
too injury prone.
Moving on.
Matty John says Isaiah Katoa could become the game's best player. You do not see better ball playing than this, he said.
Big call, but I can see potential in that as well. Like, I think that's one that Penrith sort of wish they probably kept there. I mean, you can't keep him all, but God, he's playing some good footy.
Adam O'Brien says he never wanted Dom Young to leave the club and would happily have him back if he wants to come home. Everyone will have open arms, Adam said.
Yeah. Well, this is a bit of a up in the air subject, isn't it? But,
Yeah, very much.
I'll take him back, especially now we've lost Greg Margie for a few weeks.
4 to 6.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting watching. Who's on the wing
Debutant.
McCarthy, is that right?
against Josh Adokar?
Fletcher Hunt.
Fletcher Hunt.
That's going to be interesting. Anyway, Jason Taumalolo suffered a calf injury and missed the Panthers game last weekend and is also set to miss this weekend's game against the Sea Eagles.
Well, he's not going to make Origin for a starter. I know he was the captain, but yeah, not happening.
Brent Reid has warned the New South Wales Blues not to drop Jake Trbojevic this year. Dispense with your skipper and wear the consequences, he said.
Sorry, I was reading over your shoulder. I was reading that one.
Where are they going to fit him? That's the problem. There's too many players that are in form.
Yeah, he doesn't make it. He doesn't not make it. I'm sorry, great bloke, great for Manly. Just doesn't make my team. Like you said, we've got to start thinking of the future. And who do you put?
He didn't play much last time, did he?
Stop myself there. Did you
Yeah,
see that?
Yes. I cut in on you.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Were you going to swear?
No, I was
No.
going to say who you pull off.
Oh,
I didn't
I
cut
know
in
who
there.
he would like, but
Down at the
Tomago was flying today.
Gary,
I bet
Gary's on the ball.
I bet he is.
both of them.
ready
Down
to be
through the
pulled
ball.
off.
If he's not, if Margot wasn't, he will be.
Oh God. Yeah, no. Your front row pairing, or that's where you play, or you're going to play him at lock. You don't take Yo out. You don't take Huss out. And he's not going to
No.
take, one of the other props is if you take Barney or whoever's in the starting spot. It's a sad, because I
Yep.
like him, but no room.
It's reported Tino Fasua Malaawi.
Yeah.
See what I did there?
Yeah.
I put it. I
You don't
split
do
it
that
up.
for me.
Split it up in 3.
Phonetics.
Has a clause in his contract that allows him to explore his future from the 1st of November this year.
Yeah, he's come out and said that he's not going anywhere. So hopefully.
That's what they all say. Let's be real.
Yeah, but end of the day, if he's still getting paid that kind of money,
How much?
he's on $1 million contract, isn't he?
Pretty much. Yeah.
Pretty much close to what we pay you guys.
A week's
Thanks, mate.
a week's a long time in rugby league.
Well,
But you're paying a lot more for Dylan Brown. I'd rather have him on the side.
we won't go there.
So money talks, doesn't it?
Corey Parker believes the Titans should move Beau Fermor to the right side in order to accommodate David Fafita. If Dave's best asset is on the left, why waste him on the right side, he said.
Not a chance in the world. I'm sorry, but you got to prove to us that you can. Why should just because he's $1 million player and should they accommodate for him? So Beau's right spot could be where he is now because he's playing some exceptional football. So why do you move him over there to the other side where he could go not as good? He should have to prove himself to me. I'm sorry, but if I'm the Titans, off you go. Find you have a club that you want to. See you later. Time to go. Move on.
It's like anything. If you're not like where you're playing, you either shut up or you go.
Well, I'm sure there's plenty of others that would jump in his shoes and play that position for. I know you like any position, but for that kind of money.
Except for 5'8".
Anyone else disagree with that? No.
No, it's spot on. He hasn't been in form, so
That's why he's come to us.
he can't dictate. So
Did he sign with us? Going
No.
to sign with us?
That was the rumour.
Not happening?
Not yet.
Okay. Not enough money yet.
Peter Mamazelos, whatever it is,
First one was right. Mama Zulas.
I didn't split that one up,
No.
is set to miss at least 6 weeks with his elbow injury. Souths are still waiting on confirmation of his return to play, which could be pushed out further.
They'll have a hooker soon.
Possibly.
You're going over there, are you?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm playing for the Bunnies, mate.
broke.
Yeah, I
That wasn't the type of hooker I thought you were
No,
going to
I just got a few of missing teeth and I'll be over there.
Gary takes his out.
be. Taylor May's management have reportedly reached out to multiple NRL clubs and informed them he is available for an NRL return.
Oh, yeah, actually, hang on. Hold the phone, Knights. Dom Young, sorry. Go for this bloke.
I heard a rumour today that it's Manly that South, that have reached out to Taylor May.
I'll tell you what, seriously, I'd love to see him in red and blue. Imagine him in the centres with Bradman on the other side. And, worst case, we could push Gay Guy out to the wing, if need be, because he's proven Origin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, mate, I tell you.
Makes the back line looks better.
Yeah, and this bloke, I know all about, the charges that he was up on and that. If he was found guilty, yeah, fair enough, scrap him from the game, but there's no charges there. I'm so innocent until proven guilty. There's nothing there. And he has been to rehab and all these different things over the last 12 months to improve himself as a player, so I say give him one last chance.
Do you think Taylor can play on the wing?
No, he'd be a centre for me.
Just for a
could,
little bit of
but-
time until Gags retires?
I'd throw Gags out to the wing. 100% you would. Him in the centres, mate, absolute gun.
Yep.
And here we go, well, straight from the horse's mouth. When he played for Penrith, gun?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
He called you a horse.
No, she used to riding a horse.
Okay.
Oh, Shetland pony.
Jermaine Hopgood has been charged with a Grade 1 crusher tackle. He's been fined $1,000 with an early guilty plea, as it is his first offence.
Did you see it?
Didn't look much in it. There's a couple.
His arm or something was latched around the other guy, and
I'm not sure if it's in the news, but remind me to say about a player that got fined if it's not in here.
Ben Hunt has officially ruled himself out of the Origin opener due to a hamstring injury. Whether Billy Slater was going to have me or not, it was unsure, but it is definitely disappointing to know you're not in the picture, he said. He's expected to miss the next 4 to 6 weeks.
Well, that's a shame.
I feel sorry for him.
No.
You'll miss it.
Because it opens the door for Kurt a bit more.
Well, yeah. Well, there's Reid Marnie. There's a few
I wouldn't have Reid Marnie, to be honest.
banging down the door. You got AJ Brimson. You got a few there that 14 spot. But Kurt, for me, and obviously you, because you've sung his praises for a while, but he deserves 14 this
I
time.
reckon he's going to be 17 or 18. Kurt.
Who Kurt?
Yeah, as long as he's in the
As long as he's in the 17. Yeah.
I mean, if he's not, what else do you have to do? You have to go get nude photos as a coach and threaten to put them online to get
You
a
want
spot.
some?
Yeah, I bet you all got some. Moving on.
Isaac Fasua Malaawi failed his head injury assessment against the Knights and has been stood down for 11 days. Bailey Simonson suffered a fractured foot last Thursday night and is expected to miss the next 8 to 10 weeks in recovery.
Wow, that's huge. He's just come back from injury too.
Didn't Moses have a fractured foot?
He had an ingrown toenail.
No, it's got screws and stuff in it.
Bit of turf toe, was it?
What's going on with Parramatta? They're all getting fractured feet.
Maybe, hey, your next signing would be Katoni Staggs then.
Second row.
You got a foot fetish too, have you? I get a bit of fungus on yours, I bet.
We're moving up now. Greg Marzu was unable to finish the game against the Titans last Friday night due to a knee injury. He will require scans to assess the injury.
I reckon we really need him as well going forward.
It's moving up the league.
Yep.
I hate to know what's on the next page.
I think only Mark got that.
DCE.
No comment.
No, I got it. I was laughing on the inside.
Fair enough.
DCE has informed the Dolphins he's only interested in exploring his options in Sydney from 2026.
Roosters.
Victorian Aboriginal Health Services have officially cut ties with Melbourne Storm after they didn't conduct a Welcome to Country ceremony on Anzac Day. They say it's due to a lack of respect and cultural sensitivity.
Well, it should have been done before. I understand why they're upset there because they're all ready to do it and they turned up. Should have been, if they were not going to do it, let them know a lot earlier than that. Yeah.
Is there cultural respect going both ways, though, for the Anzac?
Well, I'm all for both things, but I just feel on the Anzac Day we probably should have had everyone under the one banner. But if they're going to do the Welcome to the Country, which is part of the future, okay, let's do that and let's have the national anthem as one. Let's all, instead of segregating everyone, let's try and get everyone together as one. And like I said, I was just on Koori Radio then before the show, and I said about let's getting everyone together and learning the cultures, and people might stop a bit of this racism and understanding of more, not just with Indigenous culture, but the Maoris, the Fijians,
Everything.
let's do it all.
All of them.
Yep.
Michael Maguire says he will find out if his Broncos have an attitude issue this week. It's not good enough. Simple as that, he said.
Is it an attitude issue, or just plain and simply you got beaten by a better side on the day?
Got beaten by a better side.
Oh, they got the drag queens this week. They'll probably knock them over. Give them a bit of confidence.
Ezra Mam's back.
Mm.
Wayne Bennett admits for Queensland's sake he hopes New South Wales overlook Latrell Mitchell. I hope they don't pick him. They'll all sleep better if he's not playing for New South Wales, he said.
Well, go to sleep, Wayne. Swallow your tooth.
Eating.
No, but okay. Yes, we know Latrell can play, 100%. But if I'm Laurie Daly, he doesn't get picked because you want players like Bradman Best that can bring it back from the backfield, right?
Yep.
Latrell's good. He's a big game player that will find a moment. But look at last year, Crichton in the centres, Best in the centres. They killed it.
Yeah.
And they're the type of centres you want playing against Queensland because they've got big bodies in there as well.
Yep.
I know he'll probably get picked, but I think he shouldn't. It should be Critter and Best.
Yeah.
Excuse me. The form that Brabham's in is not the best. See what I did there? But we know what he can produce, and we know what he can produce at Origin. And didn't it go back to incumbents?
Maybe that's what he's holding back for. Maybe he's holding himself back for Origin, so he's not injured for Origin.
He's got to get picked first to be.
Yeah, that's
But
true.
hopefully, yeah.
Can the Knights afford not to have Best in their side?
Well, I think anything's going to hold bust at the moment, but let him go.
Well, it might be a good thing because they might bring a few off the bench and we might actually get.
We might get a run.
I said that quietly, by the way.
Are you free?
Oh, mate. Yeah, I'll line up.
He's
in
too
the
busy
centre.
running the NRL.
Who are we playing? I'll get a run.
The Eels. Oh, well, easy. We've
I'll jump
already
in.
won.
I'll jump in.
Yeah, you'd only want to line up against Liam, actually. That's the only player you'd be
I'll
tackling.
be trying to want to sign his autograph. Well, I already have.
Come back, Zach. Come back.
Corey, you're not supposed to pull his pants down.
He's already had that done.
I've heard that Latrell's going to be in.
Yeah, he will, but I
I honestly don't. I hope not. Like, he played a good game this last week, but
he's only just come back.
he's just come back and he's
If you got all
ever
these,
since he's come back, he has had nothing but dramas. There's issues.
Have New South Wales lost the series with Mitchell in there?
No, they haven't. But this is the thing going forward. But Mitchell's not going to be there for much longer. We start looking at the future. Critter.
Or are we living in the moment?
I still think we need Latrell's a big boy, and he's not going to run from the back all the time. You know what I mean? He's
He's
going to
lost
be.
weight, though.
Yeah, but it's Best and Critter for me. They're to me they're the best two centre combinations.
Oh, you can't go
If-
past Critter. for
If
sure.
anything, at least they've got some good depth at the moment and everyone's injury free.
I mean, if they pick Latrell, there's a chance that they'll change game too anyway, injury, etc. So
I feel like as a backup, potentially like a second pick if something happens to the first one, but it's just an attitude problem.
if you watch Latrell play in the last couple of days, you get all these good bits that he does. It's about 10 minutes. It's an
Yeah.
80-minute game.
but that's the thing too. Okay, how many games has he played this year?
Not many.
Yeah, he's only
Four?
been on the.
Yeah.
3 of them have been
Three
at
or four.
5'8".
He just walks in behind the halfbacks.
He's not in my team. I'm sorry. Like no, that's no disrespect, but I just think looking at last year, was it game 3 or game 2? Best and Critter.
Best and I think it was game 3.
Well,
3.
look at that game. You go watch that game. You tell me they don't deserve to be the centre pair. I'll wait.
Mitchell Moses worked his magic there, didn't he?
He did.
Well, he'll be my 5'8" as well with Cleary at half.
That's what they're talking about.
So
at the
no
moment.
Jerome.
No. As much as I like
Really?
Jerome.
Jerome, you're right, but he doesn't play for you anymore.
If
Yeah, Jerome, he can play.
Jerome could go as a 14. Depends who you put at hooker. This
I
is
don't
the
know.
issue.
I'd want him on the field.
I'd probably not put him at 14. I'd probably put Connor Watson at 14 and run Reece Robertson at 9. personally.
I think Reece Robson, he was there last year, wasn't he? So
And Connor Watson coming on. Connor Watson coming on, a tied Queensland defence 10 minutes, 15 minutes from half time. Cause havoc.
Yep.
Connor Watson also come on at 13, give us a yellow rest.
It's really hard to pick a team if you were to pick your own for personal. Like, I can think of at least 3 fullbacks that I want, and I really can't even decide and can't even flip a coin because
To me,
there's
it's
some really good players out at the moment.
yeah, there is, but to me, it's down to a 1.5 horse race. Really, I think it should be.
1.5.
Well,
Let's go the half.
Tedesco's slowly, but I think he's had his time.
Yeah.
Edwards is the incumbent. Edwards has come back and he's playing in a side that isn't performing, but Edwards' stats still is performing.
Yep.
Not as good as Tedesco's.
Well, I beg to differ
He's
because
just got to learn to pass.
Tedesco
Never did.
can't pass. You look
That's
at
it,
Edwards,
one of his downfalls. I reckon.
but you look at Edwards on the last line of defence, where they were forget who he's playing, but they come through, and if he didn't tackle that last man, that was try time, and he just bang it around the bootlaces, stop the try. You got Cleary, you'll have Yo, you'll have Martin, you'll probably have Tuttle, and
No. To'o is probably still a bit iffy because of his injury.
well, okay, you
Right,
get at
okay.
least have 5 Panthers in there.
No.
And
What for?
stop it.
We're cellar dwellers this year.
I'm
Leave
telling
us
you,
alone.
and then you're going to have
You
a
can
former
sit with
Panther. You're going to have a former Panther in Crichton. So then he slips into that.
Former Panthers are fine.
No, but they know each other's game. Am I right? Am I wrong?
it's all about
Well, they just put
combinations.
the Panthers
right.
out there to play it.
No.
No. Well,
Look, we haven't had a fight for a while. Let's not make it now.
Come on, bring it on.
you know her method of madness, don't you?
No, that's yours.
She just wants makeup sex. Anyway, moving on.
You just want me to climb you like a tree.
Again.
You're going to wear makeup while you're
Mum
having
and
sex.
Dad.
Jeez.
Yeah.
You're going to wear makeup while you're having
He
sex.
doesn't do what you
Well,
do.
don't you? Don't you?
Todd Payton has taken aim at the referees, insisting they missed key penalties for his side against the Panthers. He's expected to lodge an official complaint. Yeah, I'm frustrated. We want consistency and we're not getting it, he said.
That's fine. Oh, yeah, totally agree. What about the offside that you scored a try from? Do you forget about that?
I'm glad I didn't watch that game.
We were too busy
Watching a movie.
watching a movie.
In the
Netflix
box.
and chill.
No, it was at the
D-box.
D-box.
They're good
There
on
was
it.
no public indecency, was there?
Oh, no, we had to move seats.
No, I was sitting in time zone. He's
Would you
playing
slip
and
off
I'm
the other ones?
watching the score and it's like 30-all full time. I'm like, what's going on here? Well, we were leading by 12 and I'm like, yeah, I think we're going to win this.
Yeah, I won the mystery box too.
Oh. What was in there?
In the sweet Candyland. Wait, we might stop talking now.
On that note,
Oh, it was a sweet candy
What
box.
time is it? Oh, it's 7 o'clock. Hang on a minute. Wait
Oh,
till about 9.
sorry,
right?
wrong show.
on
We're
that,
still recording.
on that note, Bart, how was your anniversary?
It was good.
Yeah, our date night, we watched Cruz play soccer through the day and then, yeah, the movie was funny. It was Final Destination, but it wasn't like a gory movie.
Was it cringe?
It
It was
was.
gory, but it was funny.
It wasn't a
like,
gory movie. We just seen heads get splattered and snapped in half and squashed.
this chick in the
We're
back
not
of the
talking about
garbage
what
truck.
you were doing under the
news.
blanket.
That's 6 o'clock news, isn't it?
No, we paid like $70 for our seats, and I picked them in the middle up the back, and then there was like a block of them that didn't work.
Ours.
Yeah, like 6 seats, and then this couple two guys come and sat down. We're like, those ones don't work, and they go, that's all right. We've paid for 4, so they moved over near us. And then their girlfriends come along and
They
they
got
sat
the
on the
ones that
broken
don't work.
ones. And they were sitting there laughing. I went, you's a slack.
I reckon to watch that kind of movie on them seats, but a good one would be like Top Gun, where the aeroplane's moving and that.
Yeah.
So.
We
Oh,
watched
it was
Mission
good.
Impossible on it when he went off that cliff,
Mhm.
landed on the train, all the fight sequence. Loved it.
Fair enough.
Anyway,
I don't think I've seen the first 10 Mission Impossible.
oh, you missed it. Missed the boat.
Oh. Moving on.
Ricky Stewart was asked by a journalist his thoughts on Jamin Salmon saying weak gutted dog after scoring. Honestly, how much do you really think I care about that? He responded. Yeah, and isn't there a viral video going around
Yes.
where someone in the crowd asked him
Yes.
last week if Salmon was a weak gutted dog, and Ricky said, yeah, he is.
Yes.
So he doesn't really care.
Doesn't
Yeah. But I think if they want to keep it going.
Yeah, why not?
I don't even understand what the go is. I've only just cottoned onto that.
Long
video.
story short, Salmon Salmon and Ricky don't get along, and there's something happened when Salmon was a kid.
And Ricky's daughter.
And Ricky's daughter, and he calls him a weak-gutted dog because of it. Yeah. Kids are kids.
His daughter's intellectually disabled.
Oh, right.
I don't know if Jamin knew that, but if he went to
Yeah.
school with her, you would.
Things
Yeah,
happened, and it's just gone from there. So then, this is back when he was playing with Penrith. He called him a weak-gutted dog one press conference, and it's gone from there. And now he's with the dogs. He pointed to his symbol and said, "I'm a weak-gutted dog." And
And then he goes, "What caught my eye?"
oh shit!
I like that. It's a bit of banter and whatnot, I guess. But I mean, we don't really know the.
Any self-respecting parent would hate.
Oh.
Somebody.
Yeah.
Well, hate might be a strong word.
In
but
Ricky's defence, you'd want his balls, wouldn't you? Like,
Yeah, you would.
seriously. But moving on before I get someone else's look on my
Scans reveal Jamin Salmon suffered an ankle fracture in round 10. He will require surgery, and the Bulldogs expect him to miss around 10 weeks.
Weak-gutted dog.
It's a bit of a salmon fest, isn't it?
It's only 7 for anyone else. He's a weak-gutted dog.
Matty Nicholson suffered a syndesmosis injury on the weekend and will require scans to
What the
confirm
hell?
diagnosis and the length of time on the sidelines.
It's back.
More.
Syndesmosis is back.
What is that?
It's
It's an ankle sprain.
Yes,
Oh.
it's a new version of an ankle
Well, why
sprain.
can't they just say that?
Yeah,
Syndesmosis
because it's
sounds
the
better.
21st century now. We,
Oh, okay.
And the sprained ankle doesn't identify as that anymore.
Yeah, I was going to
Yeah.
say
Yeah.
it identifies as syndesmosis.
Yeah.
It's just a weird word, and I keep hearing you say it, and I keep forgetting to look up what it means. So,
You don't have to now.
It's not the syndesmosis.
Who's in the Moses?
The Sharks have reportedly mismanaged their salary cap and only have $300,000 to offer Will Kennedy on an extension. It's understood this is a pay cut, with his current deal being $500,000 per season.
Their best player in the team, and they want to offer him peanuts.
That's all they got to offer him.
well,
Well-
he'll be at the Perth Bears.
And can you blame him?
Nope.
Okay, well, here's another one. He might end up at one of the Sydney clubs. They're gonna sniff. Okay,
He's playing brilliant.
He's their best player and the Daily M leader at the mmoment, I believe. And he's on. They're going to offer him 300,000, but they're still going to offer Nico Hines a mil or close to it, whatever
Yeah.
he's on. Are you serious?
I'd like him at Dragons, have him at fullback, and put Gutho at 5'8".
Well, don't count it out. Yeah, that is just the most stupidest thing I've ever heard all week. Anyway.
Negotiations between the Knights and Roosters regarding the future of Dom Young have reportedly hit a roadblock. It's understood the clubs cannot come to an agreement on how much each should be paying for his services.
Well, it should be a bit. It's just like any other contract. Like when we got rid of David Clemmer, we had to pay a chunk of his. It's the same with Saifidi. We got to pay a chunk of his. So what makes them Roosters any different?
It's if you're getting rid of them, you have to pay. But if you say you're free to go, you don't.
Yes.
So
Yes.
if they forced him out, then yeah, they have to pay something like 250k or something a year. But at the moment, you're free to go if you want. But then we cop the full.
How is the Knights' problem, though? That's the thing. Like, they have to pick up the mess here that the Roosters bought.
Well, that's the thing. Okay, they should meet it halfway. Well, wasn't at one stage I'm going to pay 200,000 out of it? Now Uncle Nick's decided he doesn't want to. For that idiot Robinson to come out and carry on like he did, like, come on. There's more to that. You know, we know what Trent Robinson like. He's another weak-gutted dog. Look what he done to take Dom in the first place. And now Dom was good for the first few rounds. He's had a few bad ones. They want to get rid of him. You know what? You don't deserve him, to be honest. While he's there, why don't you get rid of Spencer?
It's a bit of a package deal, you reckon?
Yeah. Friggin' no.
Matt Croker has re-signed with the Knights for a further 2 years.
Yeah, good on him. Loves the club.
Nice fella.
I feel like I've read this one out already.
Yes, I think you have.
Okay. Gold
I
memory
thought you
of memory of a goldfish. Jerome Luai's father posted an Instagram story after the 64-0 flogging the Tigers copped from the Storm, which said "Get Out" clause activated. He deleted the story shortly after.
Yeah, right, that was a case of Jerome. Dad, get rid of it.
Probably.
Well, I've got a little bit of NRL news too. Tyrone Thompson was on a 3-match ban. I like the passion in the bloke. Told the ref he was a cheat. So good on him. I reckon that's great.
Straight up front.
Yeah, good on him. He's got passion. Probably should have chose his words a little bit better, but maybe he probably said, "I think you're cheating." But I don't know. But good on him. It shows the passion he has on your tyre. Yeah. Anyway, is that the NRL news this week?
It is.
Brought to you by Hip Pocket Workwear, and we're going to take a short break, and we'll be back shortly. All right, guys, welcome back. It's time for Gazbag, brought to you out by our good mates at Next Level Takeaway with the delicious pizzas and them
Yum.
dessert pizzas too.
Hungry.
Oh, I seen that. That looked really good.
Didn't it?
Can't wait to have some of them soon.
We had it there the other night, didn't we? And Portia loved the Nutella, is it? Pizza?
Yes.
Nutella?
Everything's
Dessert.
Nutella with Porsche.
Yeah.
Loves it.
Your mum got vegetarian. She can have that.
And
Yeah.
I
I
had
like a bit of meat in and around my mouth.
Oh, we know.
the one right on my butcher.
German
Anyway.
sausage.
Moving on.
What sort of show we got tonight, guys?
Brought to you by the Bratworth sausage.
Oh, God.
I bet your Helmet would be happy with that. Helmet will love that.
Helmet Schlobbernocker.
Helmet Schlobbernocker.
Would it be more of a Frankfurt? Frankenfurter?
Frankfurt. Okay. This is from Jeff Corbett. Should Golden Point be scrapped and the teams just play until there is a winner?
Yes.
No. Don't have Golden Point. Just
No.
play 80 minutes draw.
No,
No.
I like the golden point, but that should be played until there is a winner, whether it's golden, because I get Penrith come away with a point set at the Cowboys, but there's no winner, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like,
No one won the game.
just, or because you have, after that, do you have a shoot-off? A goal kicker?
Drop goal, shoot off.
Yeah, something different?
Kylie? Mark?
Could you hear cricket?
Yeah, well, it's essentially that. If you're not going to have an outcome, you either stop it at 80 or you go to some sort of conclusion.
100%.
Yeah.
You play an extra 10 minutes and still walk away going, what happened?
And then do you go,
Yeah.
like you said, have your boot off.
Yeah, penalty shootout with drop goals,
But then
different
if you're playing
players.
against Latrell Mitchell, you got bloody no hope, really.
Well, if you got Nathan Cleary.
Same.
Clearly not.
Well,
Then
But
you-
you
no,
But
or
then-
cycle through your team.
yeah, or you've got like they do in penalty shootout and
Yeah, you got to
football.
nominate 5.
Yeah,
100%.
Different spots on the field.
Yeah.
Well, it just goes back to players have got to stand up because, like when we played Penrith last year, no one thought that Gamble would kick that field goal
No.
from 45 out.
yeah, it was pretty close to it.
I think keep it simple. 80 minutes. Whatever
That's
it is, it is.
Keep it simple, stupid. She looks straight at you.
Yeah, I'm old school too. If it's got to be a draw,
Me
but
personally,
if they were to go change it, go and try.
But you could go till tomorrow
Yeah.
for that.
So
But
do they still...
There
sorry.
needs to be an outcome.
Play to win.
me
It has.
personally, you do 80 minutes, have a bit of a rest, and that's 5 minutes each way.
Played
Then
on
go to-
Tuesday.
go
Yeah,
to-
come back for a replay on Tuesday.
then go to the Golden Point, because there's a lot of players that are buggered after that
Play
80
a burnout.
minutes.
It's a long time.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Been
a long
there, done
time.
that a couple
But if
of times.
it's after Golden Point, there's no winner. Rather than push them again like that 5 minutes each half, rather than push them again, you should have a penalty shootout or something.
Something.
There should be a winner. It's absolutely destroyed my tips for this week.
We won't go there. definitely.
No, but you get a
You
point.
still get a point.
Still get a point,
yeah, but it's.
You
Yeah.
still win
Aye.
with that one.
I believe there should be a winner. I think, I know 80 minutes is a lot to ask, and then you add that extra 10 minutes on top as well. I get that.
That sorts of
But-
boys out for the men, I reckon.
But that also then weighs out who's a stronger.
But then also, I feel that what if your 18th man can be activated
100%.
during that period?
Yep.
One person can be replaced.
Yeah, with the 18th man.
Yep.
There's ways around it to make it happen. And realistically, okay, use that for example. At the end of the game there, it was a draw, and then you got Cleary up against Drinkwater or Dearden and co. Like, it's for the drop goals. pretty exciting.
Drop down to 7 aside.
Yeah, I reckon the boot off for a goal, whether it's goal kicking or drop kicking, yeah, that'd be the way to go.
Play to win.
Personally,
I like the 10 minutes after it, but then imagine the fans. They're getting more for nothing.
True.
100%, and it'll be a spectacle.
Yes.
Mm.
With my the NRL coincided the Women in League round with Mother's Day weekend. Does that mean for Father's Day weekend there will be a Men in League round? Tony Longbottom.
He's got a brother named Bruce,
Bruce Longbottom.
former South Sydney centre.
I honestly, we had this, well, briefly touched on it there a few weeks ago. I agree with it. I don't think there should be. There's no disrespect to, women in league here now, but there's a women NRLW now. There's women referees. So realistically, what is the women in league about? They go, it's about people in the grassroots or the ones that do the socks and the jerseys and the canteens and that. Well, I'm sorry, but I've seen men cooking the barbecue, running the canteen, running the line, ground manager. I think it's a mutual thing. It's not sex gender.
Doesn't need to be a gendered thing.
No.
No.
So, without trying to sound harsh, I say we scrap women in the league and we bring something in like a mental health room, which doesn't discriminate against any sex, race, or anything.
No,
So,
agreed.
realistically, it can happen to anyone. So, that's my opinion.
Same.
Yep.
Oh, no crickets.
Oh,
Mm,
I
not yet.
agreed 100%. Yeah.
Mark?
Corner?
Yeah, it just becomes like a helper in league or a league support.
Yeah, well,
And that's everyone that's behind the scenes, male, female. And then if you bring the female game and they have the same amount of games as the males, then it becomes a combined round.
hey, 100%. Well, they do. They need to bring the women's game more. If they want to be, like I say, every NRL club should have first, reserves, NRLW, and the younger one.
Yep.
Courtney? Yep. Everyone agree? Sweet.
Yep.
Now that the Western Bears are in the 2027 comp, presumably, PNG in the future, who's most likely to be shortlisted for the next franchise in the NRL? Do we have enough players coming through the system to maintain the level of competition we have at the moment? Rob Livingstone.
Tasmanian maps.
Mabs.
Yeah. Because when you're playing them, you're playing the map at Tassie.
Wait, isn't that a rude thing there?
Yeah, I'll show you later.
It is.
So, why would you be playing that?
Don't matter. Show you later.
I feel just as clueless as you right now.
I was actually thinking New Zealand.
Oh.
I know what the Tasmanian map is, but why would you want to play?
He's going
Just
to
stop
play.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Look,
but we're not
I'm an
talking
animal,
about
but I
you.
never
We'll
thought
play
about
later.
You're just digging a deeper hole. So
I don't have the map of Tasmania. You of all people should know that. Now everybody else does.
Oh, my Lord.
What show are we on again?
Map of Tasmania.
Please explain.
Yeah.
maybe an ACT team
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
can be supported through Sydney.
Got
Then
your
it's not. Although you got the Raiders,
You got the Raiders.
but then do you do a second Melbourne team?
No. I'll do
New
another
Zealand.
New Zealand team.
South
What
Australia.
what happened to that franchise, the Orchids? What happened there? That must have. They were
That
trying.
was netball.
Isn't that women?
It wasn't that netball, the Orchids?
I don't know. I'm just asking.
You're asking the question.
Well, there was. I didn't know whether that was rugby league. I thought.
Are we
there was,
still talking about sport, or is there another body part
No,
you want to put an orchid on?
I'm definitely on footy here. I'm definitely on footy. I'm not after nothing about maps or anything else.
Land
Yeah,
strips.
I'll get
Zara
David
Street?
Attenborough to narrate it.
Yeah.
No maps or Zara Street over here. So.
The Brisbane bonsai trees.
Do you know David Attenborough's about 99 now?
Is he?
Yeah,
Is he
he's
really?
about to die. He said something about that the other day. He feels
really?
his life coming to an end. Yeah.
He's pretty old.
Is he narrating that as well?
He's older
He
than me.
he was. He
Imagine
did a
that.
special where he talked about
Yep.
his life and what he's done. And,
How good is he?
What an
and
incredible
preparing
human
himself
being.
Yeah, I know.
to die.
Mm.
Yep.
Yeah, it's sad.
Well, it's life. That's what we do.
Was he the one that
You
used
sound
to?
like my dad.
We're
no.
born, we eat, we shit, we die.
I told my dad I was scared
Oh,
of him
God.
dying, and my mum, and Dad's like, oh, it's going to happen. I'm like, yeah, thanks.
Mm.
Love you, Dad.
I'll literally cry over thinking of any of my dogs dying. And I'll just sit there patting them. They're completely healthy, completely young puppies, just patting them, crying that they're going to die. And then everyone else, I'm like, the people around me, I'm like, it's nature.
I'm getting a little bit scared now. Courtney just said you eat, sleep, shit and die.
There's no
Well,
sleep.
I've eaten, I've slept. I'm about to take a dump.
Oh, yay.
Was that what I can smell?
About to
Hang
already
on,
have.
and we pay taxes as well.
Do we have to change your nappy?
And another thing that's like you eat, sleep. They're the things that are going to happen, and Parramatta getting the spoon.
Yeah,
They're the
yeah,
things you
yeah.
can be certain of in life.
Death, taxes, and Parramatta's
Parramatta's
food.
At least we get something.
No, not you get to spoon. You're getting the spoon.
Oh,
Oh,
Smack with it.
moving
I
on.
thought I was getting spooned.
Chris?
Yeah.
Don't look at me.
Didn't like it the first
I
time.
don't like older people.
Oh,
Elderly.
Well, that's the last time I'm going to the boat ramp.
Sorry.
hang on.
I didn't mean
Speaking
it like
of
that.
boat ramps,
Didn't
don't
mean it
you
like that.
spare have to do something?
not the boat ramp, we're not.
No,
Go to the
remember?
chemist and get some blue
Hey, I thought it
pills.
was.
That's-
We're going
that's
to
at
Green Hills to
Green
do it, aren't
Yeah.
we? Are we doing it at
We're
Green
going to
Hills?
do it in Green Hills.
Green Hills.
On the floor.
Oh.
Yeah, no, seriously.
Oh, what?
But,
It's supposed to be drag, isn't it?
Yeah, on the
so
floor,
a
we're
regular
gonna walk
Saturday
through the floor.
night.
I'm going to Woolworths and do it.
Going to Woolworths to do Gary.
He's buying cucumber and Vaso.
So yeah, you know why? Because Corey will sit there and go down, down.
Oh, that's a Coles, that.
Oh, cold.
Coles, get it right.
You get your supermarkets in line, mate.
Oh, sorry. Next.
Is that a tangent we just went off on?
Oh,
Yes.
with plenty of them.
I'm lost, but that's
Yeah.
not hard.
I'll tell you what it is.
What do you think of the Warriors, the insurgents this season? Is it smoke and mirrors or the real deal?
It's the real deal.
We've got them in the top four, haven't we?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, the
it's
second.
it's the real deal. I'll tell you what, I am riding
Their
all the way home.
Riding something. 2013. 2013. Warriors made the grand final with Manly Sea Eagles.
I reckon they can do it. I'd love to see. Like, obviously, our teams are not going to make it by the looks of it.
We could.
No, no, we're not talking about the spoon bowl.
Don't waste your money.
Yeah.
The spoon bowl is on this weekend. But all honestly, I would love to see a Warriors Dogs grand final.
I'd like that. Mm.
And I'll tell you what, I was talking to Kurt Mann yesterday, and I said to him, if you just make it, I might even have to come.
Say that again.
Are you going to go to the game as well?
Yeah. Go to the
Yeah.
game.
I
Go to the
might
game.
have to go to the kennel with Kurt and Co.
It won't be at the kennel.
What has this show turned into?
Pulling off, coming. Oh, my God.
Boat
Oh,
ramps,
chunks.
blue pills.
When we have our special
Blowing
night,
chunks.
we've got nothing to talk about. We've done it all.
Special night. I think he was talking to you. Anyway, moving on.
Okay. I'm going to read this one out.
Well, I hope you do.
And then, before Dean says anything, I'm going to go to the people for their
Yeah, I'll shut
point
up.
of view. Mark,
You got to read the question first.
Mark,
I can read it from here. Look at the size of the text.
Went in.
our mould, all right. Pappy for Origin.
You mean Pappenhausen?
Yes, Pappy.
Little puppy?
Look, no. If you want a simple answer, no. He played well. He scored. You can't even put him in the reserve bench because he's fullback or fullback. So the chances are he wouldn't be used. So no.
Crazy Lady.
Put him in as fullback. Anyone but
Why would you say yes? In 25 words or less.
because I don't want any Panthers in there.
Exactly.
Edwards is mine.
Courtney.
No, not for me. I can at least think of 3 better fullbacks.
Junks.
No, can't say.
Me. No. Like
We already
Mark
know
said,
his thoughts.
it's either fullback or a fullback. 100%. Okay, Dean, yours. Go for it.
Not a chance in the world.
Who do you want in?
Edwards.
No, told you.
No, you can't deny
Has to be Edwards.
You can't deny the bloke that deserves the spot. Yeah, Tedesco's played good, but he's had his chance. He's had his all his years. Edwards had sat there and played good football for years and years and years and couldn't get in because Teddy was the incumbent. Now he's the incumbent. It's time to let him have his chance. And he does well. He's proven he's done well in a beaten side for the last few weeks. Sorry. Pappenhausen and that where he faked the injury the other week has not sat well with me.
No. Edwards is definitely the pick for me.
100%.
Can I ask you one more question,
Oh,
just for you?
Yeah, sure.
If Teddy gets in, will you watch the Origin?
Yeah, but will I yell at the TV? Yes, I
Yes.
will. So the neighbours might want to move out.
They've just moved in.
Yeah, true. Not long.
Who's this bloke next door?
Yeah, no, it's yeah, I don't agree with it. Like they're saying incumbent. Well, it's his chance. He hasn't done anything to lose that position. He's not injured, so it's his role.
Sorry, Kylie, he's in.
Well, no, not yet. There's still hope.
Who's in?
There's
That's
still
all for-
there's still hope.
Just a tip at the moment.
That's just a tip. How's that map?
There's no hope.
There we
Bob
go.
Hope.
No, that's Bob down. Next question. Is that it?
That's it.
That's it.
Oh,
for
that's
Gazbag.
that's it for Gazbag this week. Brought to you by Next Level Takeaway. Yum.
That's what was in Gaz's bag.
Oh, I bet. Anyway, we're going to take a short break and we'll be back shortly. All right, guys, welcome back. And unfortunately tonight, show us your tips with Elliot. Elliot's busy, so this week we'll give it a miss with Elliot, but we'll go for our tips later on. And obviously we'll have our tips up on the page during the week as well. So,
How's our tips going anyway?
oh, well, actually,
Don't talk to me.
in one group I'm in, I'm all right, but yeah, the rest of them...
You still coming equal first with that one?
Or
have you dropped off?
I think I was.
He always comes first. Oh, wait. First then last.
No, what can I
Have
say?
you got reserves?
Oh, yeah, plenty of reserves
well.
in the tank.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, there for a good time, not a
Yeah,
long
well,
time.
That's right.
Gold medal's a gold medal.
That's I'm going to use that tonight. Anyway, moving on. Yeah. What caught my eye? Brought to you by Maitland Bathroom Renovations.
Ow! My eye! Ow! Ow! Ow!
And I've got a feeling I should probably go first this week.
Yeah,
Well,
so
just
you
in
can
case
rub
you catch
everyone
everybody
else's
else's.
out. You got-
Anyway, what caught my eye this week was the Knights and Titans game. Daniel Saifedi's young son was running around after the Knights lost, and he was wearing a Dolphins jersey.
I did see that. Yeah.
So that was pretty cool. Yeah.
I think he was confused though. Is he supporting his uncle or his dad?
Oh, he's dad. But yeah, he's just out there playing around with. It is Daniel's son, isn't it? Yeah,
Yep.
Daniel's son.
Sure is.
Oh, Daniel's son.
Wax on.
Yeah, out there with
Wax
Uncle
on.
Jacob. But yeah, that was good to see. My second one was Mitch Kenny posted a conversation from his inbox after a Cowboys versus Panthers game, which said, "Beeping useless. Beep. You've beeping cost me $1 trillion. You're a beeping hog." Imagine having the greatest ever player and not using him. So the most beeping mid beep on the planet can scoot on the last play of the game instead of kicking a field goal. What could have possibly been going through your beeping head, you beeping head, moron? Beep you, to which Mitch Kenny responded, "Send your bank details and I'll send you the $1 trillion. Sorry, legend."
What an angry man or woman.
Like, come on.
Actually, what was the name? Cameron or something?
Probably not even his
Carmen.
name.
Yeah.
So anyway, on that, Cameron, you're a beeping idiot. Like, come on. Anyway, that's other than Brady Jones got fined, but that what he got put on report for last week. Are you serious? The game is soft. The NRL marshmallows, it's going to be called because they're soft as marshmallows. Anyway, that's what caught my eye this week. And Gary?
Well, what caught my eye was after the Titans win over the Knights, the cameraman panned to Des Hasler in the coach's box, and Des was sitting there looking like he was in shock. No smile to be seen.
He's probably sitting there thinking, thank God for that.
Is he related to Craig Bellamy?
He's pretty calm.
Oh, we're still in front of the Parramatta mob. Good.
Now they're in front of the
At
Panthers.
least the door won't be getting swung off its hinges this week.
I feel sorry for him. He's been
I
going
don't.
through a bit lately.
I don't know. They could treat me like that and give me that kind of paycheck. I wouldn't mind.
He needs a haircut. My second one. At one point of the Knights versus Titans game, the cameraman went to Adam O'Brien's coach's box, and he was holding a normal microphone, not the usual ones the coaches hold. There is a meme.
Meme.
Mimi.
What's a meme?
Meme.
Something that you wouldn't know.
It's before my time, or
Something like
After
that.
your
Yeah.
time.
Okay.
Oh, I
After
mean,
your-
wait.
yeah. After your time, mate.
you done this on purpose, didn't you?
What?
Just to show my age.
That's your what caught my eye, not mine.
Yeah, but I didn't write it out. I wouldn't have put that in there. This is my meme circulating, which says, "What son is Adam O'Brien singing?"
What song it's meant to be.
How many sons do you sing there?
Someone
All of
wrote
them?
this out all wrong.
It's
didn't
What
print-
time.
song
didn't
is
print it
Adam
big enough.
O'Brien singing? Wrong answers only.
Another one bites the dust.
Father and son?
Another one beats of this. That's what caught my eye with a lot of misspelling.
We'll get it right next time.
Yeah, no. I seen that. We're sitting there and one of the officials come through past and goes, he can't hear what you're saying on the microphone jar, so they must have went and changed it. Maybe the filter needed changing.
What's Brad Arthur going to sing when he gets into the box?
I'm not really sure.
That's a good question.
Anyway, Kylie.
I've got a couple and some.
I bet there's no spelling mistakes.
Oh, here there is. The para game. There is a, what's that word?
Yeah.
Meme circulating of Mitch Moses talking to the ref, and the meme says, if New South Wales Blues needs a bloke to argue with the ref while the boys take a breather, Moses is your man. Otherwise, he's not doing much else.
Well, just
He wouldn't answer the question, but...
look what the hand is. Is he trying to get another penalty? Or?
Not allowed to touch the ref.
Another one is the Storm and the Tigers game. At the end, the camera panned to Harry Grant, who was sitting just outside Craig's box, and he's trying to get Craig to smile because Craig is so serious. And I do believe he said was 64-0 not enough for a smile. And I'm thinking Harry may regret that at training this week.
Well, you reckon Harry got a few extra laps?
I think Harry's returned from the bench this week.
But where's the lie? He looks very depressed.
What if he's like that at home?
Who, Harry? Or?
Sleeping? No. Bellyache.
Is he like that on the tennis?
Eh?
Is he like that when he plays tennis?
Yeah.
And lastly, 14 years ago today, on the 13th of May, same day, Panthers were down the bottom, number 15th on the ladder, and they beat the Broncos, who were in third, 32-10. Manly actually won the grand final that year against the Warriors.
And history's not going to repeat itself because the bloody Eagles aren't getting there.
Nope.
And the Panthers and Knights won't fight it out for the spoon because
Nah.
Parramatta will say, hold my beer.
No, hold my spoon.
They
that it?
won't
Yep.
be on the bottom.
Oh, they will. It's a battle of spoon bowl this weekend.
I've looked into the future. We'll be off the bottom.
What's the lotto numbers for next week?
Don't you worry about that.
Oh, okay.
If I'm not here, Mark, you've got me spotted, okay?
Huh.
No.
You're only warming it up for him anyway.
Oh, that's a bit harsh.
What are you trying to write him off and ship him off in a box already?
Poor guy.
Place wouldn't be the same.
I
Would
know.
No.
You would miss him
I would. Yeah.
down the boat ramp.
Oh,
Yeah. Anyway,
he's got my phone number. It's
Do
all
you
right.
miss my wood or you would miss me?
oh God. Next,
Well,
Corey.
I don't miss your wood.
because you can still get it. Go on, moving
Anyway,
on.
so one of my caught my eyes that someone's rudely taken me off me this week. Jamin Salmon sends a Ricky Stewart a lovely message after he scored a try.
That's all right.
No, that's all good, mate. It happens. And my second one, West Tigers Jerome Luai and Royce Hunt have caused division after footage taken by a teammate Terrell May went viral for a pair knocking back a fan who was seeking airport selfies with the stars when they were on a phone call inning. My question is to you guys: are players entitled to knock back these requests?
No.
On the kind of money they're on, no.
When you're in like that, if you had his whole family with him, they were doing a family thing or something, yeah, you could probably excuse it a little bit, but the reason you are on that kind of money is because of these people.
Mm.
And if you don't want that, well, I'm sorry, you can't take the paycheck.
That's it.
That's my opinion.
That'll do, mate, for this week, guys.
Courtney.
I've got a few as well. One thing that caught my eye was the trainer wetting the ball for the Panthers and Cowboys game, handing the ball straight to Cleary.
Trainers, and it was Edwards he handed it to.
Oh, Edwards, sorry.
And the Cowboys trainer did the same thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, I missed that one, but I seen, that
But-
one, I thought that was a bit...
That's how dumb the Cowboys are. They did it right in front of the ref, and the ref took the ball off.
The
and
ref
went
literally
swapped it.
just handed him the ball, and
And-
he wet it.
And
Must have
then
been plenty of sweat up there in Townsville.
Yeah, but in saying that too, like we've all
All played in the
played
wet.
footy.
Yeah.
By the time they kicked that ball off that tee, the water's off it anyway.
But
So-
did you see how much water he put on it? It wasn't much.
It was a big squirt.
Yeah.
It was going into Golden Point too for the kick-off.
But that's the thing. The thing I found funny of that. Sorry, Courtney, but they were all giving it the Penrith. Oh, cheats! Yeah. Take the 2 points off them. 1 point. Next minute, they show the Cowboys one, and then all of a sudden you could hear crickets.
Oh, but they only did it because Penrith did it
Yeah,
first.
it's garbage.
So much hate.
Gus Gould said that if the trainers aren't doing it, they're not doing their job.
Yeah, you see that.
100%. Well, back in the
Well
day, Matthew Johns, when they were playing that, they had a ball boy that used to put Vaseline on the balls. He also put Vaseline on other things too.
Brent
That ball
Finch.
boy's name was
Brett.
Brett Finch. Anyway.
Is it Brett or Brent? Brett.
Brett.
Yes. Went to school, that young man.
I'll bet you did.
I did, unfortunately, played footy against his brother, but
Did he tamper with your balls? Or?
no, I didn't know. He wasn't. He was a quiet kid, Brett, back in the day. So
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Moving on.
I had another one, was a video went viral on Belinda's shirt changing colours. Everyone was losing their mind wondering what's going on. It's just a green screen, guys. How do you think the ads are on the ground? They
Yeah,
don't
it's
print
hologram.
them and put them on the ground. Spray painted on there.
No,
So yeah,
it
magic.
was trippy, but
It was cool to watch, but magic of green screens. And I had another one. Stephen Crichton's one hand on the ball with his... look at me like that. One hand on the ball and scored a try, and he was
Palming them off. Yeah.
palming
it
him
was-
off. That was good.
it was just magic. He was like he's sort of fooled the winger, the camera gone inside him, and then like hand like that. It was just
Get that finger
in
away
the-
from me.
Sorry,
is
mate.
he arguably the biggest signing in NRL history?
Most
He's,
influential player.
he's worth money. Worth the money.
In saying that, with the Belinda Sharp thing,
Uh.
do you think because it was a little bit of magic round should be now at Newcastle?
We don't have a big enough stadium.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, we don't have a big enough stadium with Belinda's head.
It should be in Sydney, but I reckon there should be two. One in Queensland, one in,
Does that mean the grand final goes to Queensland
Bum
sometimes?
bum.
No,
Price
goes,
is wrong.
goes to New Zealand.
Bum bum.
Fair enough.
Price is wrong. They've always been the home of the grand final in Sydney. It stayed there.
Yes.
Why move it?
Same with
Good.
Magic Round, though.
Yeah, but I'm saying include two. Call it something else. Call it the dethrone round. I don't know. But that same kind of, okay, there we go. The mental health round.
Schmidt Foundation round.
Hey, you're not getting paid for nothing and good thinking. Hey, there you go.
Well done, Mark.
Well,
He just wants to sit in the corporate box with us.
when he runs the NRL, I mean, there will be a Smith of one, so I get it.
Hey, you're hired anyway, Mark. Don't worry about it. Yeah, Mark?
It's been a gag eye milestone month for not being Newcastle bias, but it was 200 games with Newcastle Magic Round.
Yep.
Then it was 100 games at McDonald Jones, and then next week it's 300 games in the NRL. So 200 for the Knights, 100 at the home stadium, and 300.
And
so
still
he's
playing good.
Oh, wow. Yeah,
Still
he
playing
is.
some good footy.
Yep.
He's like
especially coming into Origin.
like fine wine, getting better with age.
Every time he runs the ball, it's like he's got spiders on him. No one wants to touch him.
There's a few like that in the NRL, but Tuttle's another one, isn't he?
Haven't seen him play for a while.
True. Anyway, sir.
Yeah, that was mine. The
You had
rest
another
were
one.
Yeah, another one, didn't you?
Oh, with the team list putting out. So Thomas Cant at number 8, followed by the coach Adam O'Brien. So it reads Cant Coach O'Brien.
That's a good one.
Do you reckon he won't be 18 this week? Just for that
Just
purpose?
for that, yeah. Put him to 17, so it makes it better.
Yeah.
Put best.
Yeah.
Best is number 18. They might be happy.
Imagine if his name was Ian
That's my dad's name.
and they put it his initial first. I can't coach Adam O'Brien.
You're thinking all the time, aren't you?
It's gone over Kylie's head.
Yeah, Kylie's...
No.
No.
I know what it means, but it's not funny.
Is
It's
it
funnier
really?
that way.
I am an ideas man.
I can't coach Adam O'Brien. He doesn't play.
Yeah, I know, but
Next.
I
all
can't
right,
coach-
she's right. I'm
I
wrong.
can't coach full stop. Adam O'Brien. There you go.
Yeah,
Fixed it.
No punctuation.
Okay. Speaking on the Adam O'Brien saga here, we'll just throw this in a quick there. Is he the problem at Newcastle?
No, because he's not out there on the field.
Yeah,
maybe
entirely.
he does. Maybe he doesn't yell enough.
Is there? I mean this, or no disrespect. Is it time for a change of coaching style?
With the continual
same coach,
plays
or-
that are the same, I think yes.
Well, we're building for the last 20 years, but I think it's higher than him. So Gould's come in and set the culture at the Dogs. So the coach has free reign. It's changed it. They've gone from down the bottom, then to the mid to the top. So if you clean out the top section,
Is
maybe
it
you get some changes.
like the same reason why Barney had to leave? The culture.
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe I need to get in there and do a clean it.
Well, like Kylie said, Adam O'Brien's not out there doing it.
Oh no, I'm not entirely blaming him because I'm not that type of person. But I just think, like Courtney just said there before, that's our attack is just so predictable. We do need to change it up. Like I know I've said it again. The Walker brothers, the way they coach is exciting, attacking football, and they keep you guessing. We don't do that.
Why doesn't someone just say that to O'Brien?
Well, you won't let me.
Okay.
Think
Most-
horse racing. Do you blame the jockey, or do you blame the horse, or do you blame the trainer,
All three of them.
Blame the
or
jockey.
the owner?
Blame the jockey.
You blame
Especially if he
whoever-
pulls them up.
So
Yeah.
it's where down the line are we trying to put the blame? So has he been given the freedom and the skills and the
But there's also
the
just
freedom
not
to
him.
do it?
There's the attacking coach, the defensive coach. So.
But look how scared Melbourne are of Bellamy.
Yeah. The culture there's crazy.
Mm.
I heard
Is
somewhere,
he-
I don't know how true it is, but he puts the boys through like army training, just about.
Penrith do that every year. Every year.
Yeah.
The Knights have started doing that now as well.
Clearly not enough.
But Penrith have been doing that for a number of years, and that's why they're so fit.
So fit, yeah.
In leadership courses, Melbourne is used as an example for setting culture for organisations, for corporate organisations. They use that same tactic.
100%. But do you know what the Knights need right now? Right this week or the next week?
Good coach.
A loss?
A good
No. All jokes aside,
White lines.
they need to be set down in that centre of excellence, and they need to get some members that have
Yeah.
been long. Not, I go to every game. I'm such a big supporter. Like, actually sit there and go, find some really passionate members, and they need to sit down and listen to these members and say what the team means to them.
Yeah.
And what the club means to them, and how special it is to pull on that jersey. It's not a right; it's a privilege. And hear what the members and the fans.
Putting their hard-earned cash into
That's
it.
right.
Because most of them don't give a shit because all they want is the money.
Yeah, they're getting paid good
A
money.
lot. Some do. I know a few that actually
Yeah.
believe for the club,
Right.
but they need to sit there and go, okay, like, we go to work and we slave our guts out and we spend our money on the club and go watch every game. They need to take a good hard look at what they're representing. That's my
25 years ago, Smith, they're all working. You know?
Chief Arrogance.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on. I got away on a tangent. Anyway, who else? Is that everyone?
That was it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's everyone's player of the... what caught my eye for this week. And time for player of the round. Brought to you by Kogan Haulage Contractors. And actually, before we get into that, what's given me the Schmidts this week? Brought to you by Chateau de Fairhall. And what was giving me the Schmidts this week was the soft ass fines for nothing. Like,
Yep.
you know, and where's the money go? Where does that money go? They're just going to hand out fines willy nilly. And where's the money go?
Let the fans know.
Oh, it goes back to bullshit. Set a charity each year. One charity, new one every year. All the fines go to that one charity.
Yep.
Anyway, that's what was giving me the Schmidts this week. And now it's Play of the Round, brought to you by Kogan Haulage and Contractors. And Gary,
My player is my mate Josh Adokar.
who you know him?
Yeah,
How well?
real good.
Okay.
Yeah.
We towed the line.
What did the fox say?
Ding, 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 ding.
He doesn't say anything. He
How'd it go?
just breezes past.
Nah.
9 tackle breaks, 3 line breaks, 22 runs taken with 239 metres gained. He couldn't get that other step in to make it 240. Yeah,
Fair
that was
enough.
it.
Golly.
Mine would be Little Pappy, because he scored 36 of the Storm's total, 64 points, 4 tries, 7 tackle breaks and 203 metres gained. He certainly had a day out.
Was there any fake injuries or anything like that?
Not
No,
one
because-
scoring.
Because
fair
they're
enough.
winning.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
I'll give it going that way then. Fair enough.
He could be state
Gory.
of origin.
I had Paps as well. 4 tries, 9 goals, 36 points, club record, 211 run meters, 7 tackle breaks, 2 line
It's
breaks.
probably in her homework.
No.
211 run metres. How come I've got 203?
I think it was 203.
Well,
No.
I've just got it off the app, so.
I was just not giving him any extras.
Yours is probably right because, yeah.
Print error.
Anyway,
I just didn't want to give him any.
whatever the
That
case,
thing
whatever the case, he was outstanding.
200 plus.
Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. Yes.
Hey,
Yes.
Corny.
Copy and paste on Crazy Lady and Chunks just there. So
Just go 208
Copy and paste.
run metres. You can be in between.
yeah, 205 run meters.
Oh, was it Corey and Pace?
Copy and
Copy and
paste.
Copy and
sorry.
paste. Yes. Yes.
Do you wanna
Control
paste
C.
You filthy animal.
No group hugs in the shower.
All right. No group hugs in the showers.
We don't want your paste.
Oh, Mark.
On that note, yeah. Well, originally he did play well. Pappy did play well, but in terms of changing game, Stephen Crichton, he came out in the second half and said, "We're not going to lose this," and decided not to. He ran riot. We talked about the one hand palm off with one and carry it like it was nothing, and then he just decided to win the game. They all rallied around him and they came back from 20 points down to storm him.
Reminded me of Michael Jordan, about in a way, just the way he held the ball.
Why did he try to slam
Does he
dunk
palm
him?
people
No,
off?
but
Big
it was
hand.
just,
It looked like it.
you know what I mean. Like,
Big
it was
hand.
just,
He was impressed by the ball
it was just
handling.
magic. Just like it was just, yeah,
Yeah,
And then they couldn't touch him.
yeah.
Let me just tell you, I was nervous when I checked the scores when we were leading at half-time on Saturday night because a lot of teams on the weekend,
Yes.
whoever was leading coming into half-time,
Yes.
lost the
Lost.
game.
And there was a few
Except for the
20s.
Dragons.
20s.
Yeah.
It's the first time multiple games of 20 have been run down.
Yeah.
Friday night, I was working and I checked the score at halftime, and customers were coming in saying, "Oh, the Knights are winning." I was like, "Oh yeah, cool." I checked the score and I think it was 12 at halftime, was it?
No, it was
Or
20.
it was 20. No, it was
Yeah.
20 nil.
20 to 4.
And then I look at full time and I'm like, what happened?
Don't
Did
worry.
we just not come back out the
We
second
will
half?
be winning at halftime this week as well.
Oh, I hope so.
Winning hearts.
Hopefully it's second half too. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
They
any
literally-
kind of
It's
win
in
would be
doubt.
nice.
That's what you call.
Are we going to put a bet on, guys?
No, I've already got to dress up in drag and...
If you lose, you got to come next week in drag.
Oh,
I don't lose.
I don't want to
No,
see
you got to
that.
come next week in the Knights gear. Come on, you can do that. Surely, Gaz. And he's
That's-
got to wear.
that's not
And he's got to wear
daring
as much as he despises Parramatta, he's got to wear Parramatta jersey.
Who's got a Parramatta
You
jersey
cannot
big
wear
enough
another
to fit
team's
me?
jersey.
Maybe
I bought a Penrith one.
he wears a
Yeah,
Knights
anyone can wear a
jersey.
Penrith one.
That's why they're losing.
You.
No.
I'm thinking if you want it more daring, we'll get you a Knights jersey, but we'll cut the nipple holes out of it.
Oh,
next.
And get
Yeah,
some
that
clams.
We'll pierce them live.
My Friday night's just been shot.
I bet they are.
You can leave your udders alone.
Why did we
Anyway,
all look at Chris?
was that your player of the round for this week?
It was, yes.
No special mention?
No.
Okay, cool.
No, that's just you.
I got a few.
Times 2.
Isaiah Katoa, 3 tackle breaks, 30 tackles, 598 metres kicked and 109 metres gained. Pretty special talent. Excuse me. Pardon me. Daniel Saifidi, 1 offload, 33 tackles with 0 missed and 215 metres gained. One of the best in the losing side, I feel, probably since going to the Dolphins, probably turned his career around. So good on him.
Reignited.
Good on him. And I also think since Brother's gone, Jacob stepped up. So, yeah, what you can do, I can do better kind of thing, you know?
Yep.
It's a challenge to each other. So good on him.
Yeah.
And also, this bloke's been playing exceptional for weeks, I think. And Aaron Clark, 1 tackle break, 1 offload, 51 tackles and 153 metres gained. I thought he played well as well. But also, I'm going to throw a special mention out there to Barney. I've been impressed with Barney all year. I think he's just took it in his stride to lead the Panthers, and especially now Fisher's been out for a few weeks. I think Barney's really stepped up. So, anyway, that was all my players for the week. And believe it or not, Anyway.
Run out of paper.
no.
I've got a little fun fact.
Yes, do hit me with it.
Terry Campese could have broken this record in 2008. He's also, this is Pappenhausen, going back to Pappenhausen. He also scored 36. However, he didn't want to equal Mal Meninga's club record of 38 points scored, so he allowed someone else to take the final conversion instead.
Nice.
That's
Noble.
that's what I was.
He was a good player too back in the day, Terry Campese.
Not many players would do that.
No,
Nope.
I can't really think of any that would do it this day and age.
Not in NRL, at least footy. I've seen it in cricket, but
The Orchids.
yeah.
Yes.
No, I've seen it in cricket. So
They wouldn't beat Bradman's.
Mark Taylor, yeah, 333. He decided to retire her on Don Bradman's number.
Is he the aircon dude?
No, the Orchids.
He is, yes.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yes. He's
Glad I got a
an
normal
avid St George fan, Mark Taylor.
Oh, there you go.
Poor bloke.
Yeah, so was John Howard, by the way, #1 ticket holder.
Yeah, you lost me at politics.
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh no. It is getting warmer and warmer.
No, it's getting colder. It's
No.
coming into winter.
Yeah,
The Smitter seat. Dan Rakapakali or whatever his name is. Is that how you say his name?
Yep.
Shooting
Dan
Dan.
with the weird last name.
Yeah, he's gone into a little bit more, so there might be a seat open soon for Smitter to slide in and become a politician. Change the.
You're not that much of an arsehole, are you?
Nah, but that's the point.
He can be.
Oh, stop it. But I don't want to be an arsehole. I want to represent the people and change it for the better.
You're an asshole. How good's that song?
Oh no. Yes.
A-S-S.
Sounds like you got a lot of faith in it.
Everybody.
No, well, I was just sitting there. Yes, I want to look after the elderly and, you
Well,
know.
most politicians get in there and just make their pockets deeper, and
But that's not what it's about, to be honest. I don't, you know.
well, it is for them.
No, you get in there and you make a difference for the kids of the future. And, you know, for the elderly. You know, yeah,
For the
honestly.
elderly, yeah. You see how Gary's popped up there?
But honestly, I honestly think we could do something good for it. Anyway, so.
I just want to say I do actually know one of our local politicians, and she's, like, personally, and she really does care about the people around. So they're out there.
Well, get them to do it all for nothing.
Yeah, well, they got
I'm
a
not
job.
quitting my job to become a
Yeah,
politician.
but
do it
they've
for
got to
nothing.
make money too. Like you
Court's
can't
in
just
session.
you can't just do it for free, you wouldn't.
Philip Penfold just gave himself $40,000 raise. I don't get that a year on the pension.
Who's
Sorry.
the Mayor of Maitland?
Him.
It's him, yeah. Yeah, all right.
40,000
Wow.
just give it to himself.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. I reckon I should even become Mayor of Maitland or Cessnock.
Meanwhile, our rates go up.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I need to get in and change all
I
that.
don't understand
bullshit.
why they get paid so much, but
Because- Oh, sorry. Hang on.
yeah, I don't understand why they do get paid so much and why they keep getting these huge pay rises while I'm sitting here on, peanuts.
Diddly squat.
But at the end of the day, the one I know, I'm not going to mention names, but mate, she's unreal. And what I've seen behind the scenes, she does really care, and she has made a massive difference in our area. So
Theresa Green, vote 1.
Amanda Hutchinkiss vote too.
I bet
Helmut
you had.
Schmacker vote 3.
But the thing is, they get these pay rise.
Yeah.
When the elderly, the pensioners are struggling.
Yeah.
So that's where I want to get in. And I'd take a wage, obviously, because I've still got a family. But
Yeah.
I wouldn't be in it to get these $40,000 raises and this. I'd want to see that go back to helping the likes of, my mum's a struggling pensioner. That's where I want to make a difference. But anyway, moving on.
The thing is, where does that money come from? I think that's the whole. When there's pull, there's push, and when there's push, there's pull. So it's got to come from somewhere, and someone else gets disadvantaged. So it's never going to be fair. I think that's just politics.
It will be fair.
That's
once
just
I get in,
politics.
trust me. Anyway, time for a short break, and we'll be back shortly. All right, guys, welcome back, and it's time for a bit of humour of the night. The jokes,
We need some of that.
the jokes of the week, crazy ladies jokes of the week, brought to you by our good friends at the sign shop. Chris, your car's in there getting worked on as we speak, eh? Nice new sticker, and might be time for a new wrap soon, I think. I actually hit a toolbox today. Anyway, moving on.
You just told everyone you can't drive.
No, the shed was cluttered.
Wonder why.
Not mine.
The tyres are.
What do you want me to kick him? Be a tyre kicker?
That's what makes you happy.
Okay, come on.
Dean walks up to Kylie, who is sitting at a bar by herself, and begins to tell her a story. Nothing unusual. The other day I was walking through the park when something unexpected bumped against my shoe, Dean says. Kylie is intrigued. Well, what was it? She asks. It was a magic lamp, Dean replies. I rubbed it and a genie came out. He said, I'll grant you one wish, but this isn't like Aladdin. You don't get to choose your wish. I'll give you 2 options, and you have to pick one. What were the choices? Kylie asked. The genie said I could either have a flawless memory or a giant penis. Kylie thinks for a moment. Wow, which one did you pick? Dean, I don't remember. Come on, you could have laughed harder
I
than
bet
that.
you remember.
During an interview, the interviewer posed a question to 4 applicants named Courtney, Gary, Mark and Dean. What do you consider the fastest thing? Courtney promptly replied, the blink of an eye. Gary chimed in, I'd say it's a thought. Mark confidently stated, the fastest thing is light. Then came the unexpected twist from Dean, who confidently declared, it's diarrhea. Intrigued, the interviewer couldn't resist and asked, can you explain? Without missing a beat, Dean responded, well, earlier I had a terrible case of diarrhea. I dashed to the toilet, but before I could blink, think or even flip on the lights, I soiled my pants.
It was one chocolate drop. Oh, it is true, Bart.
What, you saw your pants?
I have.
G'day.
I have, once or twice. But I work in a pit, and there's no toilets at the bottom of the pit.
Oh, God, here we
So
go.
by the time you get up to in the
The
car...
show's gone to shit.
We're still recording.
Yeah, that's okay. And you get to the top of the hill, and you get out of the car, you're doing the whole butt shuffle to the toilet.
So the diarrhea's running down the hill.
He's shaking his leg as he's walking uphill.
I'll
Look,
tell
I
you
feel
what.
like if you're an
What
adult,
quarry do you work in?
if you're an adult that hasn't shit yourself, I think you're just lying. At some point,
No, I actually haven't, but I thought I did. It was so warm in there, I thought there was something in there, but it turns out it was just fart.
it's squidgy.
No, but someone, like, everyone's done it. I've not at work, but I've come close.
Brother, what's that?
But I do remember once I thought I was really sick, and I was trying to get to the
What a
toilet.
subject.
got halfway through the corridor. Oh,
Oops. What about you, Mark?
forget the
Joining
toilet
this
and go into the shower.
Shit
I'm
yourself
staying quiet.
lately?
No, I tend not to.
Don't
You
like that feeling.
No, you learn from when you're very little. It's not a good feeling.
Control your bowels.
Do you borrow Gary's incontinence nappies?
No, God, no.
No.
It wouldn't fit.
Look at the size of the pair. It'd fit his leg.
Maybe
Yeah.
over his head.
Anyway, moving on. We're going off on a shitty tangent.
Again.
The last one. Chris and Delwyn have a friend, Corey, visiting from out of state when an unexpected blizzard blows in and keeps him from travelling on. Since Delwyn and Chris have no guest room, Corey states his intention to find a nearby hotel and be on his way in the morning. Nonsense, says Delwyn. Our bed is plenty big enough for all three of us. Stop it. And we're all friends here. Chris concurs, and before long they're settled in. Chris in the middle, Delwyn on the left, and Corey on his right. After a while, Chris begins snoring. Delwyn sneaks over to Corey's side of the bed and invites him to make love to her.
Oh,
Not again.
Naturally, he'd
not
like
that
to,
robe.
but he's reluctant. We're in the same bed with your husband. He'll wake up and he'll kill me. Don't worry about it, Delwyn says. Chris is such a sound sleeper, he'll never notice. If you don't believe me, just yank a hair out of his ass. He won't even wake up. So Corey does exactly that, and sure enough, she's right. Chris slept right through having an ass hair yanked out.
It gets better, does it?
So Delwyn and Corey make love, and then she goes back to her side of the bed. After about 20 minutes, though, she's back on Corey's side of the bed asking him to do it again. The same argument follows. Another hair is yanked from Chris's ass, and again they make love. This keeps up for about half the night, until after about the sixth time, when Delwyn goes back to her side. Chris rolls over and whispers to Corey, "It's bad enough that you're screwing my wife, but could you at least stop using my ass for the scoreboard?"
Is that when you were singing too? Oops, I did it again.
Yeah, yeah.
I tell you what, there's been some corkers, eh? But the giblets, and you have to pull the giblets out for the live show, maybe.
Yep, I reckon. Pick half a dozen or so.
I've got it
Flame
saved.
through
You
the
know,
night.
one of the other favourite ones of mine was the postman in the bathrobe. Was it the postman in the bathrobe or something?
Yeah.
It was his last day or something.
Oh, we were in this hysterics with them, weren't we?
You'll have to watch a special show for
Oh,
them.
she wasn't in a bathrobe in that joke.
You were.
He wasn't in a bathrobe, he was in something else.
Oh,
Delwyn, how are you?
oh.
A good
Fluffy.
friend of the show.
No wonder our friend's not.
Fluffy,
Yeah.
you're the voice. Anyway, that's brought to you by our good friends at the Simon Shop. And thanks again, and we'll catch you again next week. Who have the Panthers got this week?
No one.
Oh, they'll win.
I hope so.
Yeah. Anyway.
You're getting further away from us now.
No, because Parramatta will win Friday night, so
Yes.
they're right on our tail.
Excuse me.
I'm sorry, I just have a feeling that the Knights...
I'll give you a feeling.
Have you already ticked, have you?
Yeah. Hopefully I curse them, but I probably won't.
Oh, God.
Sorry, Gary.
Anyway,
Have to keep him happy.
on that note, thanks again, and we'll catch you next week.
Yes.
All right, guys, take a short break. We'll be back shortly. All right, guys, it's time for Talking Schmidt. Caller number one, who we got there?
We've got Phil from Sydney, a mad Paris supporter.
Oh, you poor bugger.
Yippee.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Gary's a mad Paris supporter too, and you might get the chocolates this week, but let's hope not.
Yeah, we'll see what happens, huh?
Yeah,
That's right, we'll play the good old nights.
The spoon bowl, isn't it?
Yeah, oh, that's what they reckon. Who knows? I prefer Penrith to have the spoon.
Oh,
Go to the other end. Go to the other end of the...
no, I'm rooting for the Eels to get it because I want to see Gary in a wooden spoon at the end of the year.
Oh, gosh.
Anyway, champion, what's your question for us, buddy?
Just wondering what is going on with our stadium's ground in regards to the injuries we're getting. So far, we've got Mitchie went down with his foot, and then we've got Bailey Simonson went down. We've got Zach Lomax went down with it. Like the amount of money that they spend on that ground, on the stadium, on CommBank, and there's issues with the actual turf and the foundations.
I don't know if it's issues with the turf, or so to speak, because Penrith play out of there as well.
Yeah.
At the moment.
Yeah, it's getting so much work now. It's getting so much, like even Suncorp when Magic Ground was on. You look how chopped up that ground got. Like they don't think of that.
I don't know if it's so much the ground or it's just a bad run of injuries with the Parramatta's. You know, because
we've been decimated. It's the same injuries. Like it's all fractured feet and like something's got to be wrong with the turf. Whether the turf's too soft or what it is, because it's chewing to pieces.
If it was too soft, everyone would have a sore ankle or broken ankle. I think they're just training too hard. That's
it's got.
They're winning.
Yep.
Yeah, I wish they were.
I reckon something.
Well, they are.
Hard, but pulling it hard. But anyway, Mark.
Oh well, you got concerts. You got everything that happens at the ground. So they cover it. They get a lot of people that hammer it down. So probably the underlay's not right.
Yeah, the amount of money, like when they did the official opening of the stadium, they showed all of the fans what the sort of system they've got in place, and it's an extensive system they've got to keep the grass looking amazing.
It's arguably probably the best stadium in at the moment to watch football. I say that because I haven't been to the Roosters' new ground.
Allianz, I reckon, is just as good, but it's got a bigger capacity.
They reckon
that's the only thing.
Well, Mark and
Suncorp.
Yeah.
For viewing, Suncorp and CommBank are pretty similar in terms of shape.
Yeah, both very elevated, very elevated seating. Yeah. Oh, it's a great start. I love the CommBank Stadium.
Yeah, it is good. I must admit that. But yeah, what we got you on there? You reckon you would get us this week? They'll be here at Newcastle.
Well, I'd certainly hope so. Like we didn't play bad against the Dolphins last week. It was just they made a couple of errors and. Like, they still don't know why they got why Dylan Brown thought he was going to outrun Hamaso, but at the end of that game. But yeah, that's going to be an interesting game. Like they're both not scoring a lot of points.
Yeah, Newcastle have got a little bit of a pattern of bad game, good game, bad game, good game. So last week was a bad game. Let's hope this week's a good game.
No, they're going to break that pattern for you guys.
Oh, mate, it's going to be a good game, to be honest. But
I hope so. I hope it's a close one, not a war like a
yeah, 32-12 Newcastle way. That'll be fine.
I reckon 42-18 Para. That'll do.
That'll do me.
Yeah, dreams are free, guys.
We need to get our forward against back to a decent score. We need to start working on our forward against.
I'll tell you what, because I'm a nice bloke, I'll let you have this win this week, all right?
Thanks, mate.
But you've got to take the spoon at the end.
Not a chance.
No, bugger that. We give that to Penrith. Bugger them.
Yeah.
They can have it.
Anything's, no, I want to see Gary. I want to see Gary in the middle of the roundabout down at Newcastle with a spoon strapped to his back when Parramatta take it out.
You poor bugger, Gary.
I'll do it.
In a dress?
I don't know about a dress. I'll give me Parramatta.
Parramatta G-string.
That's it.
Anyway, hopefully that answered your question, champion, and you're in the draw for the Say a Zinc tattoo voucher or the $200 cash thanks to Say a Zinc and the Nighttime Podcast.
Thanks, guys.
Check me junk.
Thanks, champion.
Have a good night. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, guys, time for caller number 2. Who we got there?
Simone Waters.
G'day, Simone. How are you?
All right.
What's your question for us tonight?
Really ticked off with the Panthers game. Now, I'm a true Blue Panther supporter, and what I felt very mad about is why are the refs getting away with what they're doing to the Penrith Panthers, especially when the Cowboys dropped the ball off the boot and went straight in front of the ref, and we weren't called for it.
Yeah, I must admit, it's I did see that and thought the same thing. It is happening on a few different teams, but yeah, it's the bunker should have pulled that one up, I thought. Yeah, the Knights have been victim of that kind of thing at times. It's happened for all teams, all clubs. It's just some get a bit more than others, I suppose. No?
I just feel as like we're getting it more and more, and because of the fact that we're so up there,
Yeah.
that we're getting called out for everything.
Yeah, true.
It's the best way to slow you down.
I suppose so, but is it going to? We're just going to come out firing.
Well, use that as ammunition to motivate your handle. But the thing is, when you're a winner, people want to see you fall.
That's it.
And you're a victim of your own success, I must say.
That's it.
4 premiership rings,
Yep. And 5 grand finals.
5 grand finals.
That's it. Can't go wrong, with what we've done. We've got the success to, prove it.
And you will come back from this. Obviously Crazy Lady's a huge Penrith fan, and she yells at the TV. But I say to her, look, things are going to change. Like, it will happen. Like, every club goes through it, and it's shown glimpses of it in the last couple of weeks that they're coming back out.
But I still reckon that we'll still get up to the top 8, and we could go on to win it. We need to pull our fingers out now and start firing up.
Anything's possible, and I, for one, hope the Penrith go right, because if they score and they win, I win too. And should I say, I score as well. So, are you going to Bathurst to watch the Panthers play? You are?
Yes.
Yep, keep your eye out for the Crazy Lady and myself. We're heading down there with the kids, so if you see us down there, come up and say good day, and
Get a photograph.
Awesome. Where will you be?
Sitting on
in the ground somewhere. That's all I know. We just got general admission tickets. You won't miss us. You'll find us
Porsche
somewhere.
will have a
Porsche will have our signs, the Bash Brothers sign and stuff like that. So you won't be hard to miss us. That's for sure. And I might even get a Liam Martin sign. Or actually, the Crazy Lady's going to have some heads. Some.
Oh, okay. I'll look out for the heads then.
Yeah, you won't miss us. That's for sure. But anyway, hopefully that answered your question for us. You're in the draw for the Say Zinc tattoo voucher or the $200 cash thanks to Say Zinc and the Nighttime Podcast. So enjoy the rest of the show and catch you at Bathurst.
Thanks heaps, mate.
No worries.
Good night.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Anyway, guys, time for caller number 3. Who we got there?
Yeah, g'day. How you going there, Schmidt? I just congratulations on your anniversary and everything. This is Daryl here from Katoomba.
Thanks, buddy. She's a very lucky woman, isn't she?
Absolutely. Gold, mate. Keep looking after her.
I tell you what, she's batting, isn't she?
Patient of a son.
One of a kind, mate. One of a kind. You're doing very, very well.
No. I mean that we've all, I'm the one batting. I'm the lucky.
Absolutely, you're doing well.
Well, after what you said before, I don't think you're doing any batting.
No, well, this is true. Yeah. Someone's got to do it, but don't worry.
Chunks.
I heard you like batting, but
You like batting for both teams.
yeah.
So. Anyway, back to Daryl's call. How are you, buddy?
Yeah, good. Never dull, mate. That's great. I just got a question for you about these the Knights. Just they're a bit bipolar. Just wondering how are we going to retain all the talent there? Hopefully they don't. They wander off somewhere else.
That is a good question. How big's the sombrero?
That's exactly right. Yeah, that's true. Just it's hard, isn't it? It's hard.
We will lose some. Kai Pearce-Paul, I'd say he's all but gone. Unfortunately, I like the bloke. I think he's a good talent, and I thought if we stuck with him and just worked with him a bit more, he could be really good. Personally, I don't see the sense in getting rid of him. I would have got rid of one Jack Cogger. Jaden Bradley gone. And realistically, probably Tyson Frizzell will go after next year. So a player like Kai Pearce-Paul in the future would have been good at the club. It's not to be. All reports are he'll be a Tiger next year.
Is Adam Elliott's future up in the air too?
Well, personally, I like Adam as a bloke, but I think I'm not impressed with him at the moment. Performance-wise, and that's probably someone I would have pushed on before Kai Pearce-Paul as well. I know Kai Pearce-Paul hasn't set the world on fire, and he's got a few issues here, but he's a young kid. Work with him, things could change. Anyone else? No.
It's spot on. You bring him in, you develop him, you send him to other clubs, and then they kill it. We just keep doing it over and over and over.
We don't learn, do we?
No, Will Price, Barnett.
Yeah.
You know, all these ones that we've let go, Saifidi,
Yes.
Kurt Mann.
that we're still paying for.
You got to keep driving the needle in, don't you, guys? Yeah. Good man. Yeah. Huge. Connor Watson. Yep.
Yep.
Dom Young. Not. Sorry, Dom. But yeah, all these players we just let go. Like you said, you do the hard yards, let them go. They go to other clubs and kill it.
Josh King.
King. Sione Matauti.
Mm-hmm.
Went to England, killed it. Was killing it here, I feel, in the first place. I don't understand why we ever got rid of him. Another O'Brien blunder that we'll never know.
You get all that back, you get over a team.
Yeah, well, I'll put it to you this way, but okay, why? You know, it's going off on a little bit of a tangent as we like to do. Why did we ever get rid of Sione?
Don't know.
Can anyone answer that
I
question?
can't answer it.
It's not like he wasn't playing good football. Not like he was on huge money. He was on decent, but he wasn't on. I just don't understand that one.
Unless it was just the salary cap squeeze and they had other players at the time that they were on more. Who knows? Or he was on good money and they had to squeeze. I don't know.
In saying that,
as an example,
I did like the replacement that come in for him.
Yeah.
Jesse Sue.
Yeah.
Legend of a fella. And I tell you what, killing it over there. We let him go. Killing it over there. Again.
We've always dropped good money on the centre and his spine and neglected the go forward.
And it's like our coaches down on the sea. You need a good go forward for the spine and the centres and all that to do the work. Mate, it's a hard one. Are we going to lose Thomas Can? He's re-signed not long ago, didn't he?
Yeah, I think so.
So we've locked him up.
Croker's re-signed.
Brody's re-signed.
Sharps re-signed.
So we've got a little mixture.
Didn't Crosland re-sign?
Crosland did, yeah.
Yeah.
Crosland re-signed.
I
I think Gagai did as well.
Yeah, was that for a year?
I think it was for a year.
I would say that Jackson Hastings will be gone. Yeah, time will tell. Time will tell. Guys, anyone else?
Nope.
Anyway, past Gaz's bedtime. Hopefully that's answered your question, champion, and you're in the draw for Say Zinc tattoo voucher or the $200 cash thanks to Schmidt Foundation, I was going to say. Thanks to Nighttime Podcast. So, yeah.
Fantastic. Yeah, give my best to everyone. You're all doing very well. Having a great time. Great.
Thanks, champion, and all the way from Katoomba, isn't it?
Yeah. No, loving it. Keep up the good work, everyone.
Awesome, champion. We appreciate the support and listen to it every week. So, thanks, champion.
Fantastic. All the best.
All right, guys.
See you, mate.
All right, guys. Time for caller number 4. Who we got there?
Well, I thought I'd have to ring up today to say thank you to Helmet.
You're listening to the Helmet Slobber Knocker. I know we got there. It's you, Simon, eh?
Yes, definitely is. How are you, Big Dennis?
Oh, good. Thanks, mate.
Still swinging in the wind.
Well, we should all be so lucky, shouldn't we?
How are you, Simon?
I'm doing okay. I've got my strudel to firm up now, thanks to Helmet's advice. So, a bit more manhandling, and it was perfect.
You like playing with your strudels, do you?
Well, it worked, and what a result.
Didn't you have a dog? A strudel dog, Corey?
Not the
That was a poodle.
He played with it too.
Oh, it was a poodle.
Yeah.
Close. What's your question for us, champion?
Well, there's a couple of things. Excuse me, I'm just choking on something.
The strudel.
But,
You'd like us to think.
Well, it's rhymes with strudel.
Firstly, what the hell was that game last week?
Let me guess the odds.
In fact, what the hell was with most of those games? I swear I only got one tip right.
Yeah, I only got a couple, though.
I got 2.
Huge upset last week.
Yeah,
One tip's better than none, but, you know.
I went from a near perfect round the week before to I think I got 3. Ugh. Disgusting with myself.
It's absolutely disgraceful. I mean, Canberra, what the hell was up with that?
Yeah, well, there was a few games that were pretty much upsets, really, in a way.
What's the response from the coach this week for the Knights?
The usual, pretty much.
Brody Jones on the bench and don't give him time.
Yeah, they're pulling people off, aren't
No, that's Corey.
Dean on Friday night was yelling out, "Get Brody on!"
I stand up, look at the coach, but like you got a bloke sitting there, like you said, he gets pulled off onto the bench a lot, and he's playing good footy. Like it doesn't make sense.
100 of a young man too.
What's that? Sorry,
Isn't he just 100 of a young man?
Brody.
Oh yes.
Or Chris.
Yeah, no, he is. I'll let you know. Brody is actually going to come and jump on the show one night, so I'll let you know in advance when he comes on. You can give him a call.
Oh, please do. And Terence and I are thinking about taking a road trip. What's Port Macquarie like?
That's actually not bad. That's a really nice place.
Yeah.
Is it bad?
Could be. Yeah. The caravan park on the break wall there. Yeah, that's a pretty good place.
Oh, we were thinking of maybe coming up and having a round of golf and swinging a shaft or two and see what happens. Maybe playing some balls and watching them.
Well, there's a good bowling club there to play balls, mate, at Port Macquarie.
Well, yes, right. You're a keen bowler, aren't you, Sailor Boy?
I am, yes.
He can get his hands on a set of balls. He will.
Yes.
So we're thinking about maybe coming up to Port Macquarie, maybe even next weekend. We might just come up for a drive and have maybe play around.
Yeah, you should. It's not a real nice area, and if you could make that little trip that little bit further, I don't know your time schedule, but you might be able to come that little bit further and come up to Newcastle.
Man, why not? We could try that for sure, especially if Brody's going to be around sometime soon.
I'll let him know, that's for sure. So I'll be talking to him tomorrow, so I'll be sure to let him know to listen in, that's for sure.
Wouldn't mind being tackled by him.
Are you taking Theodore Fister with you?
Man, if the Theodore Fister's gone, the next person now is Julian Creamer, and he's not very nice.
You don't like him?
No.
Well, sorry, I stand corrected. How about Julian Creamer? We'll take him. He can be the meat in your sandwich, right?
Oh, yeah.
He's far too interested in Terence, and I'm just going to have a bar of that.
I bet he's got a bar over that.
Get Helmut Schmacker to drive.
A slobber knocker.
Oh, slobber knocker, sorry.
Oh, just a quick one, mate. Something you might be interested in. We might even be able to G it up there. Probably not the first show, but let's see about doing a live FaceTime to you and Terence one night on the new live show that's coming up.
Well, possibly could, but if you've ever seen Police Academy and the Blue Oyster, man, that's just how we live our life here, so there's nothing really different.
Right up your alley.
Literally, yes.
Oh, mate. Yeah, no, that's you should get out to Port Macquarie and we might even be able to G. Chris and Corey might even be able to drive up and say g'day even.
Well, toot in the boat with Corey, yes, and when's Garfield coming on?
I'm not sure. I work with him, but I haven't spoken with him, Garfield. So maybe the live show.
Yes, well, we need to see him come. So on this show, Dean, you dirty-minded boy.
Oh, that was Chunks.
Oh, no wonder he's laughing.
Oh, yeah, just don't threaten him with a good time, he said.
He's never said anything to Mark, or Mark's never said
anything
to
Mark.
Simon.
Yeah, have
He's
you
sitting there quiet.
Yeah, Mark's on here tonight again tonight.
Oh, don't you tell me who's on. I'm sorry, Mark.
Sorry. We got Gary, the Silver Fox. We got Mark. We got myself, Corey, Chunks, and Courtney.
Very good. So good team. And what about Christopher? How's Christopher?
Yeah. He's out
over there with his junk hanging out.
And his udders.
Salivating.
And his udders.
He's
Seriously.
leaking.
You do realise we're on what show we're still on.
It's a horrifying thought. Well, Mark, thank you for coming to the crew again. How are you today?
I'm well, thank you.
That's good to hear. You don't say much. You should say more. You've got a lovely, deep baritone voice.
He's lost words.
I don't even know what to say to that. Thank you.
Would that be the barra? Would that be the wheelbarrow or?
No, baritone.
Oh, sorry.
You know, those show tunes that Terence loves.
You know what they say about the quiet one, Simon? You know that.
Oh, I know. I bet he's a bit of a freak.
Again, I can't say anything to that. You can't go either way.
You know something, do you?
I don't know. We could dig through the archives and talk to his wife to get some stories.
I'm sure you could.
Yeah, so anyway, thanks for the call, and let us know how your trip to Port Macquarie goes, and no doubt we'll hear from you in the next few weeks.
And once again, thank you, Mr. Schlottenocker, or helmet. You're wonderful. I am always grateful for a helpful helmet. So
You two are just going to have to. You two are just going to have to meet up one day.
well, possibly, but a bit funny that German people.
Anyway, on that note, we better end that, and yeah, you're in the draw for the Sayers Inc. tattoo voucher and the $200 thanks to the Nighttime Podcast.
Thank you, team. Bye.
No worries.
See you,
Thanks,
Simon.
guys.
Simon.
All right, guys, that's Talking Schmidt this week, and Talking Schmidt was brought to you by our great mates at Juice Bomb. Absolutely delicious. And who are we going to give the caller of the week to?
I've forgotten the first three now.
I like the guy that was talking about the stadium, the Parramatta. I thought that's my opinion.
Phil?
Yep.
Phil.
All right, Phil, you are our caller of the week. You've gone through into the draw for the Sayers Inc. tattoo voucher or the $200 cash. Thanks to the Nighttime Podcast, and that was brought to you by Juice Bomb, our delicious, beautiful drink. My favourite is the apple cooler. What's yours?
Mine is the passion fruit one.
That one
I
is
like
nice.
the lemonade.
Like lemonade?
I got apple cooler, but I don't mind the passion fruit one.
This one's nice. I've just had this one. I had a watermelon one my stepdaughter brought home from school the other day, and I know Juice Bomb, and I end up drinking half of it. Really good. Really nice flavour.
They got more. They got more delicious drinks too. The Chill Jays and other stuff coming.
I
So
like the Chill Jays.
yeah, absolutely beautiful.
Get out there and get some.
Yeah, they're wholesale only, so you got to buy them from like Kevin Baldwin and Co. And where does your?
Are they coast-to-coast distributors?
Yeah,
Yeah.
is there as well.
That's
So.
over at Thornton, yes.
Anyway, guys, we'll take a short break and be back shortly. All right, guys, welcome back. Oh, we have a ball here during the break, so as you can see.
That was stuck in my mouth.
Oh, that's...
Oh, God. Anyway,
Do we
the
need to
week
censor
that
what he just
was...
said?
The week that was brought to you by Harry's Schnitzels. Absolutely beautiful, delicious. Harry's
Love the schnitzels.
Anyway, first up, Sharks in the... sorry, that is this week's games.
That's last week's games.
Getting ahead of yourself.
That's last week.
Yeah.
You got to start on Thursday night. Then you can go
On the
straight-
other side.
Then you can go straight to Friday.
There you go.
I've been shagged.
Smitter.
Oh.
Lift them back up.
Oh.
There you go. There you
Chunkies, what you been doing?
There's no scores on that one, so I'll just take this for a second.
go. Oh.
Eels $1.78. Sorry, hang on, my mistake. Eels 16, Dolphins 20.
We got ripped.
Where you are?
We got ripped.
Yeah, anyway. Moving on.
How good was that try by
Forward
her?
pass
How
and they
good was
scored
that
off it.
try by
Oh,
How good was that try by Beep Beep?
Oh, Herbie. Beep, beep. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you love Herbie?
There you go, it's all right.
Every time you see him, do you think of beep, beep?
Yes.
I bet you do now, every time you watch it. Anyway, Eels played some good footy. I thought they would have got done a bit more than that, but... yeah, 16-20. Moving on. Knights 20 went down to the Titans 24, 20-point turnaround at half time. Absolutely.
Look, I'm not mad. I'm just extremely mad and disappointed.
Yeah.
Dropped too much ball to invite him back into the contest.
I will say one thing, but after the game, they were pretty pissed, but they still stayed around for the fans. They didn't rush up the tunnel, which is a surprise.
Yeah.
So good on them there.
Yeah.
Hopefully things... Like, if we can only win one more game this year, it has to be this week. It has to be this week. Because, seriously, I don't think
I've
we
got
can...
faith.
If not, you're good with your hands, and then aren't you? You're like a carpenter. You reckon you could extend the door to fit Gary's head in next week?
I'm going to need a bigger room than that.
But nah, it was disgraceful. Surely, God, we can't blow a big lead like that again.
You never cease to amaze how much we can mess up.
Mess that up.
Were you going to say blow?
I was going to use a swear word, but I shouldn't. Still.
Sorry, come into my head too.
Anyway, the Rabbits 22, the Broncos 14.
Who's seen that coming?
Not me.
Not me.
Nah.
I couldn't feel it, that's for sure. I thought the Broncos would have ran away with that on a big one.
Yep.
Raiders 20. Well, we all thought the Raiders would do this at home, but the Bulldogs 32.
They put up a fight, but.
Two different halves. Two different
Yep.
first
What's
half
the
to
go
second
with the
half. was
leads?
just-
Big leads.
Just, ridiculous games.
Yeah, shows that Dogs are the premiership contender. Because Canberra's been up there.
I think it's their year for sure.
Dragons put up a huge fight against the Warriors, 14-15.
Yeah, I thought they would have won it by more than
Unfortunately, again, too much drop ball when the pressure's on. That's 4 games this year now. They should have won. Anyway, they'll learn from it.
But the Warriors going along pretty smoothly, and Dallin Watini, Lesniak's back.
Yeah.
Fisher Harris due back soon.
Yep.
that. It's going to be awesome side.
I mean, I'm sorry. I love me Knights. It was a soft spot for me Panthers, but I'm really riding the Warriors and the Bulldogs.
Another
I like to see
good
that.
bloke's playing consistently now, and he's injury free and not from any headlocks. Is Wade Egan.
Yeah,
I like him.
he's always been underrated. I
I
feel.
like him as hooker. Yeah.
Very underrated. I thought he was great when he played at Penrith.
Yeah.
But one of those players that sort of I feel slips under the radar, so to speak, doesn't get the credit that he's probably due. But yeah, next one was a cracker of game 30 all, the Cowboys and the Panthers in Golden Point extra time. There was no winner. Going back to what we said, probably should be a kickoff to finish it, like a drop goals or something like that.
How long's it been since there's been a score that's been even? Do we know?
I'm not sure on that.
No,
Yeah.
Chunks you can find out
Mike's
next
doing
week.
homework on that one, Quartz.
Yeah, I think so, because I've never seen that.
Yeah.
That's right. But a matter of when. Yeah. Next one was a bit of probably the disappointing game of the round for sure. The Storm 64 over the Tigers 0. There was any more time, probably would have ended up 100.
Oh, it was a training run.
Yeah, it was disgraceful, wasn't it, to be honest. I'd expect more out of the Tigers.
I think they just gave up at that point.
Yeah, but you can't give up, eh? Like, to be honest, like you're out there getting paid all that money. The fans are paying that money for you to be there. You've got to. If you don't, take the jersey off and get someone that wants to.
Yeah.
That's my opinion. And the Sea Eagles 14 to the Sharks 30.
The Eagles never turned up.
Yeah, that was another disappointing one for me.
Well, they did for 3 tries, and that's about it. They went out.
Yeah, very disappointing on that one. But that was the week that was brought to you by Harry's Schnitzels. And we'll get into this week's games while we're there and our tips of the week. The first one, Friday night at, I was going to say Marathon Stadium then, but McDonald Jones Stadium. If you talk about it, you go back to Marathon, don't
It
you?
always is.
Yeah.
Same as Garden City.
Yeah.
I remember it was the old ISC.
But you just refer to it, don't you? No, you know it's not, but you just mind goes back to
Marathon.
I'm that old. I remember when it was a cow paddock.
What, back in the prehistoric days?
Yes.
Yeah.
Poor guys.
Did you ride your dinosaur there, did you?
I did.
Was it a Megasaurus?
No.
That's a good one.
His name was Dino.
What?
The big Dinosaurus.
Not you, Dino, but the Dino.
Yeah, the Flintstones.
Yeah, that's it.
Anyway,
You know who I'm going for?
well,
The Knights?
The team list is brought to you by
Oh, sorry.
Extreme Indoor Go-Karts. Have you seen the new go-karts? They have upgraded again. Just when you thought the place couldn't get any better, they've gone and upgraded to the newest karts on the market, and they go 65 k's an hour.
Damn, that's faster than my car.
So, have you all seen the training video?
No.
I haven't
I'll have to
yet.
we'll put the training video up now for you to see. And, you've seen the training video, haven't you? Yes.
It was quite determined.
Pretty bizarre. It's, what do I say? The winner takes the plate. Put it that way.
I'll have to have a look at it.
Yeah, anyway. It's a phenomenal place. Get down there, check it out yourself, race your mate, or wait till the race that stops the nation, the Nighttime Podcast Cup. Oh, actually, which is got a name change this year. It's the Purnell Sign Shop Cup. Some awesome trophies coming from Purnell and the sign shop, and Huge day. Huge day. So, anyway, getting into it. The Knights are Friday night up against the Eels. One big change, notably. The coach did say some changes are going to happen, so he did drop, through injury. Marju's out and Fletcher Hunt is in.
2 Fletchers.
Apart from that,
He hasn't really got a lot of mass exodus, what he was
No.
going to say.
only thing I thought Tyson Gamble should probably be. If he's fit and ready to go, I would be putting him in for Jack Cogger, to be honest, personally.
I'll leave Cogger there. It's all
No,
right.
Cogger couldn't kick a.
Cow in
His
the
kicking
guts.
game's just woeful, to be
Yeah,
honest.
leave him
Kick
in there.
himself out of a paper bag.
Yeah, and that way we would have 2 Tysons and 2 Fletchers. But Gamble for me has to return unless he's still not from that broken nose. But surely
Hastings.
he'll never play in a Knights jersey again, which I think is silly, personally. Put your pride aside and swallow your pills, and
$800,000 mistake. Not to play.
Well, they say he's just not the answer to our problem. Well, explain to us why he's not the answer to the problem. Explain to the fans why you think he's not the answer. What is the problem? Explain to events, because we all know it's the feud between the wives that's the issue. And that shouldn't be brought into the club. And if that's the case, I'm sorry, but that's just another little tick against why he probably isn't the coach for us going forward. If you let your outside noise affect the team, I don't think you're the right man for the
Getting
job.
paid to do that, not feud and carry on.
I don't get into you should be sacked, get rid of the bloke, let's sign a petition. I don't get into that bullshit crap. But I will say, if that is true, because no one knows that it's true or not, but where there's smoke, there's fire. I don't think, if you're not that professional enough to put that aside, I don't think maybe you are the right man for the job. I'm not saying he's not a good coach, because obviously, he is, but in certain, that just rubbed me the wrong way, that part. Gary. Knights?
No.
Mark? I don't have to ask you.
Yeah, I'm not convinced though. But
Yeah, me neither. I just look at it last week. Will they be out to... The biggest loss too, I think, is Leo Thompson up front.
How long is he out for?
It'd be a week.
Oh, so it's not big.
11 days.
Oh, so it's only a concussion, is it? Oh,
He
okay.
had concussion symptoms the next day.
Right, okay.
So, I mean, good on him for reporting it, because, he could have just said, oh, not feeling well.
Yeah.
Better be sure they're sorry.
Yeah. My only issue is I wish that Tyrone wasn't on the sidelines. He could have come in as well. But I guess when you tell the referees a cheat, you get that.
So Thomas
I
Kent's
love
number
it.
16 this week too, not 17, because, followed by... So they have changed the numbers with it.
Funny that, eh?
Yeah.
But I want to see a big game from Brody Jones. I'll take the Knights.
I'm going Newcastle.
Courtney.
Glory to Newcastle. Let's get them.
Are we going to put a wager on this one, Gav?
No.
Yeah, okay.
I'll just get that door extended. That's all.
To be fair, I think the Eels do have a pretty good
100% they do.
side, so it's going to be an interesting game. But
On paper, they've got a great side. Like anyone with Isaiah,
Iongi.
that's him. Zach Lomas, Will Penasini, Josh Adokar, Dylan Brown, Mitchell Moses, Junior Paulo,
Jermaine Hopgood,
Dylan Walker on the bench. It's a
pretty crafty side.
this is a bit of a bittersweet one for me, this game. The first ever football game I ever went to. I went with my grandmother, who's now passed away, and she was a massive Knights fan as well. And it was a home game, McDonald Jones, with the Knights and the Eels, and I can't remember what year it was. I was only little. And I'm pretty sure we won.
My first ever game was against the Eels too, 1988.
Same.
Is that the first ever game?
Yes.
Got beat 28-4.
I can't remember. I was freaking.
Robbie Chu was the only one that kicked.
Six.
Robbie Chu was the only point scorer.
Oh, there you
The only thing I remember is everyone cheered for Newcastle. I was only young. I didn't really understand what was going on. I do remember it was very cold and we were sitting on the grass.
I used to sit behind the goal post, and they never had the concourse seats then. They used to have the wooden benches.
Yes. Remember them?
Yeah, with
when
my auntie.
What date was it? 88.
Yeah.
First year.
Would have been 8.
I was 30.
Is that all?
I'm 30 now. You're making me feel old.
You were in the cow paddock out there, weren't you?
Yeah, I was 8.
1988. Yeah, I was. What's that? 1979. Yeah, so I was about
You were
9.
15.
9. No, I'm not that old.
88, I wasn't
a couple
even
years
thought
older
of.
than you, mate.
Jesus, I wasn't even close to being thought
I
of.
was 33.
I'm a 95 model, so I was nowhere near that.
Yeah, like your Ford. Putting along.
Moving on.
Anyway,
Holden driver.
on that note, hey, what's wrong with Holden drivers?
Where do you want me to start?
Next one is
Dogs, roosters.
Doggies, roosters.
Yeah. This is going to be. I reckon this could be a cracker of a game. To be honest, if both sides come out firing, which they can, because they've both got a fair crack of a side, could be one of the matches around. But I mean, you look at the Dogs stack full of talent. Crichton. I like Montoya. He's been playing some good footy. I really like rating, to be honest.
Can you just give us a number 5 on the Roosters?
Mark
Nawaka Tukawasi.
Yeah.
Sorry?
Mark Nawaka Nikawasi.
That is
Been called worse.
That's witchcraft.
Can you give us number 3?
Billy Smith.
Yeah,
I hope I pronounced that correctly.
Anyway.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Burton's back. Reed Marnie. Williama Kickow. Kurt Mann's moved into 13.
Who's Maxwell Smith?
Mr. and Mrs. Smith's son. Yeah, there's some. I like Kurt at 13, starting 13 too. The more time for him, the better.
That's a good matchup with Victor the
Inflictor. And I actually spoke to Kurt yesterday, and he's loving it. He's loving his time down there, and he said that the team's just getting better and better each week.
Yeah.
So, and, there's no secret. I'm big fan of Kurt's and friend of his, and I just said to him, look,
really?
we're all proud of him for what he's done, how he's moved on, and
coming up in the ranks, doing good.
Yeah, and he will come on when he gets time. It's just so hectic at the moment, but yeah, I couldn't be happier for the bloke, to be honest. He's a great guy. Yeah, then you look at the Roosters, stack full of talent. Spencer Leniu. Oh, you can't not love that bloke, eh? Like, even if you're not a Roosters fan. Like, I'm not a Roosters fan. It's probably one of the least teams I want to watch, but I now watch it for Spencer Leniu.
I've been impressed with their halfback, Hugo Savala, too.
There's been some pretty good players on there, but just too hot and cold for me.
Can I ask a stupid question?
Yeah, probably.
Get a silly answer.
Angus Crichton, is he related to Stephen? Or?
I actually was
one's
just
white,
thinking
one's... Well, yeah, I should say it different. One's Caucasian and one's a darker.
Okay.
But yeah, down the track, maybe his mother's brother's sister's cousin. Yeah.
Married an in-law of...
I'm talking about there's a lot of Smiths in there. There's about 3.
No, you can't beat a Smith.
I'm sure one will.
Yeah, well, be up soon, Doc. Anyway. Dogs for me, Gaz.
Dogs.
Who let the dogs out?
Sounds like a poodle up that end.
That might have been our resident homo, Christopher.
Oh, that's just a strudel. Anyway, on to the next one. The Dolphins against the Warriors. Now, this is going to be a pretty cracking game, I feel. But in saying that, it depends who turns up on the night. They're the type of team that
Well, look
hot and cold.
on.
Fisher's back.
Yeah, number 8. Get it go.
Well, there you go. I didn't look at the team list.
Made your week.
Yeah. Oh, now I know what I'm watching. I'll be watching this game. See how he goes. A big Fisher Harris fan. Once you meet the bloke too, you'll understand why.
Yeah.
And I reckon we all should get to the. Well, that's where you were.
You've got too many man crushes. That's your problem.
No, don't get jealous.
Yeah, I am.
What is your man crushes? Have you got any?
Mitch
Pe-
Moses.
Peter,
Mitch Moses, Josh Adokar,
I was going to say
Anyone
Peter,
in a
Sterling.
banana
I was going to
pajama
say
shirt?
Peter Sterling, Jeff Kenny. I'm sorry, Brett Kenny.
Ian
Brett
Roberts.
Nathan Hyman.
That's not much.
He likes a good crack.
Dame Edna.
Yeah. This
Paul
could go
Taylor.
either way, but
Stan Jerd.
Shut up.
who the hell are you talking about?
All the Parramatta blokes back in the day
Oh.
when he was in his 30s.
Oh, I was
You
just
know,
saying
you
random
used,
shit.
used to say a player goes to another club and plays better. Ray Stone used to play for Para.
Yeah.
He's a bit above average.
Yeah, he did his ACL though, didn't he?
Something
at
like
Parramatta?
that.
Yeah,
He's gone
he
up
did.
there and
Oh,
charges like a wounded bull now.
Even Josh Kerr.
yeah, he was crap at St George.
Probably good footy out there. Mark Nichols.
The professor.
Yeah. Should be a good game. This if they same thing. If they both come out firing.
Only thing is, I'm not a. I don't rate Cody Nicarima, to be honest.
You reckon? He's been okay.
Yeah, but I just think O'Sullivan probably.
Maybe, but he's been combining well with Katoa.
Yeah, true, but he's on his last leg, surely. Warriors for me.
Yep.
Warriors.
Yeah, Warriors. It's going to be
Warriors.
tight.
Warriors just in a tight one.
I think so too. Aaron Clark is huge for them, I feel. But then when you got a front row of James Fisher Harris, Mitch Barnett, Wade Egan, it's a pretty good pack.
Watch out for Lika Halasima. He's good. He's a gun, young fella.
Is that the one with the tattoo?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, isn't he? What?
Yeah.
Which one up there hasn't got a tattoo?
Kurt Cable.
I bet you he has.
Probably has. Probably on his.
You don't know the story behind that?
No.
Tell you in the break. Anyway.
Did Courtney have a pick on that? I didn't hear.
Oh, sorry, Courtney.
I'll just.
No, sorry, apologies.
That's okay.
Corey and his pickle tickle got me.
That's fine. I get it. The Wars. Up the Wars.
Up the wires.
Up the Wars.
And the Cowboys and the Ben Chickens.
God, this is going to be. I don't know. It's equally shit, I reckon.
I don't know. You have a look at Manly, but Travojevic, Saab, Ruben Garrick,
Hopawade,
Koala,
Brooks,
Cherry Evans. That in itself's a pretty hefty backline.
See, the Cowboys have dropped Jake Clifford too.
They dropped him.
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't think he played too badly.
No, they moved Jackson Purdue into 5'8". Now I reckon he's the 5'8" of the future. But
Yeah,
interesting.
But I still thought that I don't think he's played badly at all. He might have one or two, but he's been pretty solid. I thought.
That's what I thought he's been playing. I thought he's been playing well. That's what happens. It's a fickle game.
What's happened from the Cowboys with Ruben? Was it Ruben Cotter?
He's injured.
How long?
I don't know. I know he's injured.
He's out for Origin too.
I know he's injured.
He's been out for most of the season so far.
I will say this one too that has to be said. You hear a lot of bad things about players, but you don't hear a lot of the good stuff. Griffin Dean, after the game.
I did see that. Yeah, he went straight up the stairs.
Yeah, well, no, don't say it anymore.
Good on you, Chunky.
Sorry, mate. I just remembered. I'm just trying to.
You're right. Just doing it. Yeah, a fan up top was on crutches, couldn't get down at the bottom. And he
I've
found out.
seen that.
So he just all the way up top of the stadium and say good day to him.
Yeah,
good
That
on
was
him.
lovely.
Um,
And that kid had a whipping mullet.
yeah, true.
That was
I haven't seen too
sensational.
many of the Cowboys games,
Yeah.
but one that I haven't been impressed with of late is Cohen Hess. Like I said, I haven't seen too many, but like a couple of years back in that, he was
going to be the next big thing.
He was the next big thing a few
And
years
then
ago. Yeah.
He just gets the ball, runs up, someone taps him, he falls over.
Even Jordan McLean.
Where's Tamalolo? Is he injured as well?
Yeah, we read that out in the NRL news. We were asleep. Thought so.
Well, it's only taken me a while to wake up.
Dig in the ribs,
all
Court.
those juice bombs have, woken me up.
Give me a bit of juice.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
How many Travojevic kids are there? Holy dooly.
3.
Yeah, I see that.
And Tom and what's his name? Jake. Yeah, couldn't get that.
So Turbo, Gerbo, and Burbo apparently.
Turbo.
Whoever made that up needs bloody shooting. That's the most stupidest thing I've ever heard. I'll ride a Cowboy for this one, guys.
Cowboys.
I don't like either, but Cowboys.
I'm going Manly.
You got to go Manly. Courtney,
I'm really struggling to pick with this one.
let's do the one. It's not
Is
hard.
Hey, could be a draw.
The Eels.
Good on you.
Could be a draw.
Could be.
Oh, it's going to be a hard one. Cowboys are playing good. And Manly's just, they show up some weeks, some weeks they don't. I really don't know.
Pick one, hurry up.
I'll shave your
It's a
head.
bit past your bedtime, Gaz.
She's taking a draw.
Oh, I'm not gonna. They won't draw, but it's hard. I can't really pick one. I'll just say the Cowboys because they're home. But
It doesn't matter because you've already buggered your tipping up. You went for the Knights.
Yeah, we'll see.
pipe
Next
down
one.
over there, young fella.
The Sharks up against the Storm. Oh,
I reckon the Storm are going to wipe them.
I just can't.
Yeah.
I mean, the Eels. Oh, sorry, the Eels. The Sharks are going good, but there's just something still
Missing.
They're not
missing
clicking,
there.
are they?
Nah, like I mean, Will Kennedy. Like they're saying that, you know, he's leading the Daily M's, and they want to offer him 300,000.
Yeah, no. Something's not clicking, and you're not going to play for that if you're being offered that kind of.
Someone else will
crowd
come
in
and
front of
swoop
you.
on him. Well, there you go.
We are
There's
going to
one for you.
perform.
How many years has Tedesco got left?
Be 1 or 2 max, maybe 3.
You come to the Knights and play halfback.
Well, he could do that too. But the thing is, I think the Roosters might swoop on him and say, "Hey, let's sign you up on a big
check
deal."
this paper bag out.
Yeah, because Tedesco's maybe, I don't know. I reckon another 2 years, Teddy, that'll be it. I reckon they'll be looking because the rumours are with Ponga going there. So they're looking for the future. So I wouldn't rule out Will Kennedy ending up somewhere like that. Anyway, I'll take the Storm.
Storm.
I'll go with Sharks. Shark Park.
Yeah, true.
It's just too hard to go past the Storm at the moment.
Chunks.
Yeah, I'll set the Storm. Yeah. Yeah.
We're all on the Storm.
Oh,
but
Nick
nice.
Meaney's back too.
Oh, yeah.
Was he back last week? I didn't see.
I don't think so. I
No.
could be wrong. Next one, the Broncos up against the Dragons. I'm sorry, but I have to say it. I don't agree with Ezra Mann coming straight back. He only played one game in Q Cup. And so who got the punt for that?
I think it was injuries.
Was it Corey Jensen? He went back
No,
down.
well, Ben Hunt's injured.
Yeah, okay. So I'll use that. Fair enough. Can't really say that then, but I still think he should have. Yeah. Interesting.
Apparently he had a blinder.
Yeah, he did play well. I'm not going to take that away from him. He is a talented footballer. Yeah. Excuse me, something in my throat, not what you're thinking.
Corey?
I'll have to take the Broncos. Hard to go past them at home. After 2 losses, they'll be out to make a vengeance. Gaz?
Broncos. Sean Cobbo and Katoni Staggs to score. As well as a couple others there as well.
I'm a big fan of Jordan Ricky. I like him, to be honest. I like the bloke.
Big pain ass.
Mark?
Yeah, Broncos at Suncorp.
I'd love to see Dragons, but I think Broncos will bounce back this week.
Courtney?
I reckon the Dragons are going to come in and give us a surprise. They fought hard with the Warriors last week, so...
Interesting matchup will be Pat Carrigan, Payne Haas, David Clemmer, and Jack the Bedsheet. But tell you the one that's missing, Raymond Fatua Mariner.
I know, and I can't believe they put Blake Laurie back on the bench. Seriously,
So where the hell's Fatua Mariner? That's your homework. Find out where Fatua Mariner is.
Oh well, I will do that. I'll ring up Shane Flanagan tomorrow.
Yep.
Good on you.
Yeah, get
Alright.
right on that.
And when you're there, tell him to drop his somewhere.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, tell him I'll drive in.
You'll drive him.
I'll go into 5'8".
Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough. I'd probably leave your son there. Tigers and the Rabbits. Is this going to be a snooze test, or are they going to surprise us?
You got one before that, haven't you?
Raiders Titans.
Did we miss one? No, we didn't. Oh, well, we'll
Must
come
be
back that
after
one.
it, hopefully. No.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, my
Not
bad.
on there.
I'll have to get onto that one.
Raiders.
Raiders, Tigers.
Yeah.
Well,
Raiders.
Raiders.
Yeah. All right, last game of the round.
yeah, Raiders, everyone.
Yep.
Yeah, Raiders.
And the Tigers and Rabbits. Is it going to be a snooze test, or are they going to surprise us and both teams actually come out and have a Big dig.
10th and 11th, both at $1.92.
I'd take Tigers. I just think...
They can't play that awful.
Yeah, I mean, they've got a half decent... When you look at it, they've got some talent there. Buller, Taruva, Dewey, Stafford Tower's back, Charlie Staines, Lockie Galvin, Jerome Luai, Terrell May, Appy Coruscant, Royce Hunt,
Samuela Fainu.
Yeah, Twal, Brent Naden back on the bench. I mean, it's not a bad side, but it's just gluing together. But I still think, is it Sione? Was he the number 10 for the last few weeks? He got put back to the interchange.
And they've got, and Talon De Silva's been dropped or he's injured. I don't know what's going on there.
I don't understand that. He's been killing it.
Yeah.
And they've swapped him out for...
Why is
Christ.
Jai Gray on the bench?
Number
he come
one at
back off
Wayne's
injury?
Michigan.
No, his form's
Is he?
too good to stay in back to reserve grade.
Jaden Sullivan.
I just don't get that.
I don't get Jaden Sullivan being in the first grade. He's not first grade standard for me.
How's
No,
he
he's
leaving? How's he leading the? Well, he's. I
That's
don't
why
think
the
he's
Dragons
now
let him go, because he's not.
leading the Dally M board, and now he's on the bench. Unless he's back from injury, I don't know. Excuse my ignorance.
I'm not sure what Wayne's thinking there. But anyway, Tigers I'll take, Gaz.
Rabbits.
Yeah, bunnies.
Tigers.
Yeah, I'm about the Rabbitohs today.
Like a tiger.
Like a tiger.
Anyway, so that's the team list for this week. Brought to you by our good mates at Extreme Indoor Go-Karts. And
Vroom, vroom.
can't wait to get on them. And yeah, we're going to have another little wager on this year or something. We're going to have trophies.
I just want to see the big fella get in the cart. That'll do me for the day.
If they're going 60k,
Looking like
65k's an hour, you're not mounting me this time.
Oh, yes, I am.
Oh,
You might go over the top
there's
of
going to
me.
be plenty of mounting. I'm telling you.
And we'll have a few different races, and we'll have, I think Chris might end up with another tattoo. So
Good
this
on
will
you,
be
Chris.
this will be the third tattoo, is it? You still haven't got your other one yet. The tattoo of the
Tigger.
looking
Tigger.
down his arse crack. It says, "Poo, are you in there?" So
Turn down a bit lower.
Yes, I am.
what are we going to do this year? What's this year's loser tattoo have to get? What do we? I reckon next week we.
An Eels logo on them.
Oh, no.
I wouldn't do that to anyone.
No.
All right, I reckon.
What about just the extreme go-kart tattoo? So that
What about we get all the sponsors on in there? I can't fit.
that's how it'll end up. But, you know,
I reckon next week.
I'm already covered. I've got no room. Sorry, guys.
I reckon next week we have to all come up with one idea to put in, and we come up with an idea of what the loser's got to get.
What if we get the viewers to get in on it too?
because you know what I'm going to do. I'd like extreme across his shoulder. That way.
Wait, around
Oh, actually,
here.
hang on. Didn't you say you had to get the sign? If Chris loses, he's made a bet with Chris from the sign shop,
Okay.
and he'll get his logo on him.
What about across his chest? No regrets.
No regrets.
No
Why
regrets.
don't you get a photo of get a tattoo of your wife?
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be nice. A little portrait of
On
Delwyn.
your hairy chest, that could be.
Yeah,
a
with a bit of goat hair.
Oh, on that note, guys, we're going to take a short break and we'll be back shortly. All right, guys, time to wrap it all up. But firstly, Corey, you've got a couple of winners for us.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, the workplace of the week this week. This week's winner is Greg Wilkes, and he's from the Hunter Valley Fire Poetry Limited. Yes, yes. Second of all, our lovely fridges we're going to give away this year. Not just one, but two this year. That's
Thanks
correct.
to Shadow to Fairhall.
Yeah, so this week on winners, I picked out Daniel Johnson, actually. I think it might have been a relative or someone, might have been scoring a try. And Melissa Zammit with a photo with Jerome Luai.
So that was the second one.
That was the second one.
Okay, cool.
Yep. Yeah, so I picked up two. And also, too, with the motorised esky that we're giving away as well. This week's winner is Greg Wilson Jr.
And actually, I'm going to throw a third one in there. There was a picture of Brody Jones there too, wasn't there?
Yes,
I'm
I did
going
see
to throw
that.
that one in there too. So
Okay.
yeah, we'll put that in there because I like that one. And that was that was Smith's pick for the week.
Righto.
So, yeah. That's what I mean. If you want to get on the list, you just got to do things to grab our attention. And I tell you, you do something like that, it grabs my attention, you get on there.
And don't forget, everybody, everybody watching the show here, find this code word and email into us, please.
And the code word is for?
For the motorised esky.
Meep, meep. 49cc motorised esky valued at, I think, $950 or something like that. So it's pretty good. So I'm going to throw it out there too. Not just workplace of the week. If you're a sporting club, and you've got workers that are working there, you've got caretakers, let's throw it open to them as well. So it's open to, you just email your, if you use your own email and you just nominate the club. And then it can go back to the club at the end of the year if they win, and they can use it for a raffle to make funds for their club. Plus you get the luncheon with the pizzas and stuff from Next Level Takeaway. So you win-win situation. So if you win and you nominate your club, well, your team can have the pizzas for their team, and that goes back to the club for a fundraiser. So get on to it.
Yeah, get on the page, guys, and don't forget to comment and tag your workplace and the sporting club too. There, so yeah, so
all your scout mobs.
That's right. Yeah. Well, I'm sure there's plenty over at Tomago will be lining up there.
Oh, good.
For sausage sizzles.
Anyway, that's it.
Yeah, that's it, mate. Yeah.
So, firstly, before we go, as I said, we're going to do our live show. Stay tuned this week. I'll drop it out there. What the show is actually, what it's called, what we're doing, and it is highlighted a lot by the Schmidt Foundation. So, hence the name that's coming out. But stay tuned. We'll throw up little snippets, and the live show. We're going to do a live show, and we're going to do a auction. We're going to do some stupid stuff and like shave your eyebrows for money. And all the money raised is going to go to young Walter, the young kid that has leukemia, that we're going to be looking after as much as we can. And there's stuff that to auction off, and whatever we raise is going to go to the young fella. So stay tuned, and it's going to be live, it's going to be raw, it's going to be unedited, and you can get involved. And we just love what we do, and we love helping others, and we're just going to have a lot of fun along the way. So be careful, anything could happen on that. But thanks again to our lovely sponsors. Can't do it without them.
100%.
Excuse me. And if there is a business out there, we do have a spot on the new show for a major sponsor. So that will be highlighted for the actual whole show will be there. They'll be the major sponsor of that show. I mean, our other sponsors will be heavily involved, but they're looking for a major one for the whole big show. So, Gaz, thanks again.
That's not a problem, mate. Love it.
We love having you, mate. Mark, same, mate. We love having you. You're a part of us now, so welcome to the family.
Always a pleasure.
No, it's a pleasure's ours. Chunks.
Always.
So chunky, you can go over it.
Pleasure.
Courtney, thanks again.
Thanks, Ab.
Part of the family now, and also big shout out to not just us on the crew, but without Christopher, Frank's son Christopher, we could, huge help. Chad, the sound guru and editing guru. Camera guru. Our guru Adam over there in WA. And all of our callers that call up every week.
Yep.
And all of our listeners or watchers, whatever you do. But also I want to say a massive shout out to the crazy lady. Does a lot of stuff and does a lot for us too. So big days, but always never complains and always puts it in.
Yep.
So do you, dude.
Oh, yeah, no, but that's
without you two guys that rock, we wouldn't be going on with the show if it wasn't for you two guys. So
no, we're a team. There's no I in team. But that's the way I look at it. We're a team, but I appreciate that. But we're getting bigger and better, and love what we're doing. I wouldn't have it any other way. But that's it. So before we go, I would just like to say big shout out to my mum tonight. That's a bit of a sad day for us, but anyway. All right, guys. Till next week.
It's all about league.
Should it not be permanent marker?
Is Sharpie permanent?
Yes! Awesome. You look like... Can I go on it?
Keep going, you got his lipstick out.
The lights are way on. I mean, they're on. But no one's home.
Say free in the bed, and Corey said.
Yeah.
All right. Free in the bed and Corey's dead.
Holy
I mean, seriously, I want to be honest, because you know I don't like lies. Do you wank with that arm?
Serious step up.
Oh, come on.
Let's go. Finish it up.
All the other ones I can watch.
This is my waking arm.